Let's see what they're arguing about. Oh, they're not arguing about anything. They're really quiet.
Susie's not here. She's the instigator.
Oh, I just want you all to know that all I'm doing right now
She's the problem child.
is we're having an argument. I say argument, a conversation about which judge that is in the GIF I sent you, and we've agreed it's Judge Judy. So we're all happy about it now.
Judy, 100%.
Judge Judy? Yeah,
it's definitely Judge
Judy, right?
Yeah.
Well, who was arguing about that?
Mainly
it was Judge Judy.
me with myself, generally.
Okay.
Oh, we meaning you and the other people that live inside your head.
Correct. Yeah. Yeah.
No.
I was like,
The royal we.
Is that Judy? I don't think that's Judy. Is it Judy? Like I had
That's
a different.
Judy, yeah, that's her.
I had a different.
What did you think Judy looked like?
Like Anne
Judy?
You got a
Robinson.
different judge in your head.
Yeah, bit more Anne Robinson-y.
Oh.
Well, no,
I mean, kind of Anne Robinson-y.
she is just for
I feel like
I'm American. I grew up with Judge Judy, so I was like, no question about it. That's her.
Yeah.
and that's the original judge, right? Like Judge
Yes.
Judy was the
Just like
genesis.
She has
Judge
always been Judge Judy, and
Yeah.
Judge Judy has always
Judge
been her.
of all time. Yep, the
Well,
original judge. Yep, no other judge.
The only judge that there's ever been, really.
Yep.
Well then, the defense rests. I've got nothing to say.
Alright.
Yeah.
Case dismissed.
Yeah. You're all live, by the way. Don't say fuck or bugger.
yeah.
No.
For a second, I thought you said you're all alive, and I was gonna say, it seems that way.
Mm.
That's questionable.
Everyone drink your beverages.
1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2 beverages, 2.5. Well, this was from yesterday.
I've got
Hi, chat.
3.
Jay, let us know when we're live.
3 beverages.
Okay, that's interesting. So the non-ADHD person has multiple beverages
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah, Jay, the non-ADHD person.
You know,
sure.
I've only got one. I've only got my water.
But it's in a badass Dragon Age mug.
It is in a
so-
badass.
It
This is
is.
my favorite.
That just makes Tom a nerd.
I
I
fucking love
also
it.
picked my earthenware mug for today because thematic, but it's not
Yeah.
Dragon Age, so
All nerds
Yeah.
are neurodivergent, but not all neurodivergent people are nerds. Wait,
that's
no.
true.
Jay,
Well,
Hello.
Well,
why does our cameras look shite on stream? Do you know?
yeah, Jay.
Who knows?
Should I rejoin?
I mean, you
Oh
can
God,
do.
yeah, mine's awful.
Mine looks
Is
it
that
would
my
help?
multiple tabs
What's up,
problem?
everybody?
It looks. That might be my multiple tabs problem.
I mean,
Yeah,
my
'cause Doc
internet
looks
has been
fantastic.
a little bit slow today. Well, actually, yeah. If Doc looks beautiful,
Yeah, dog
No, it's
looks.
got to be a connection. Hang on, let me
perfect.
rejoin. Let me rejoin.
and Millie looks good on my screen.
Hold on, I did.
Oh,
Millie,
okay.
Millie looks good all the time.
Okay,
just
he's
gonna-
gone,
Oh,
everybody.
that's so weird. I
Such a
forgot
sucker.
that audio isn't in that, so I expected silence, and then
ah,
it's a
jokes
good
on
job
you,
I
Mom.
didn't say that. Bunch of twats.
Yeah.
It can't escape us.
Sorry.
I
Yeah.
have a new computer turning up in a couple of weeks, and I'm very excited.
Exciting.
Right, let me.
What I will say, which is quite interesting, is I get little bars on all your video screens to show me how well your video is coming through, and everyone in America
Yeah.
is on green, and everyone this side of the pond is on yellowish.
That's
Turn off
that
your
needs
VPN.
go and green light.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
basically,
gone
That's
wrong?
weird.
so just move
That's
everybody, and you'll be
Should we
fine.
VPN ourselves over there?
No, I meant
Yeah.
move to the States, not move on the.
Well, give me 2 weeks, so I'll be there. But I'm probably not going
Can
to
we
be on the
just-
stream.
That's true.
Can we
Kate,
just
will.
let this go on for a little while? Because chat keeps saying that Jay and Doc look great, and I'm just pretending like that's a compliment.
We do look great though.
And so if we could just play this out
Tom
and let
looks-
this boost my self-esteem for a little while.
Tom's nice now. Look at Tom. Tom looks great on stream.
Yeah.
Tom looks.
Tom looks
Yeah.
great,
That hat.
but not
Yeah.
on stream.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Oh,
Yeah.
Tom looks great, but the connection's shit.
Tom's hat looks amazing.
Yeah.
It's
a
on the
good
inside that
hat.
counts,
it's a
Tom.
real good hat.
It's a real good one.
Yeah.
I'm getting echo. Why am I getting echo?
Echo.
That's,
Echo.
that's- that's
Oh,
why.
oh yeah, that's actually a good point.
Yeah, turn off your voice and video.
Yep.
I did it.
remember
I
that.
remembered.
Uh-huh.
Do you know?
I
Do you know
know
what?
it's
I
my
still
camera's
look like
there,
crap, so
like,
let me
We can
see if
we
I
can
can.
stick without no camera if anyone prefers it.
I did. I
I
mute.
can't
Hang on.
do anything without step-by-step instructions from a grown adult.
I mean, it's fine though. I can just turn people's cameras off from here. Which is why, Millie, every time you join the video call with your mic still on, I just mute you from my control room.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. Oh, hang on. I got to add Tom back in now. God.
Yeah, you gotta add me back in.
These GMs, man.
I mean, I suppose you don't have to.
That's true. You could just literally be the
actually
voice
have
of God.
to.
I don't know. Jay's chat has paid good money to see Tom.
My speed is not good.
Did
not
you-
good at all.
What's your
Hang on,
upload
hang
speed,
on, let
Millie?
me- Wait, that's not the speed I'm testing. Give me 2 seconds.
Oh.
Hang on, I just
Hang
need
on, let me
to
adjust
show you
it.
this.
It's a bit too far over, I think. I'll just make it. No, that's
Uh, 1 moment, caller.
Now
This
Tom
is
looks
now a
perfect. Sure.
technical
Tom's a
help
hot
stream.
Tom.
That's a bad number, right?
I don't know. It depends what the number
What
is.
was the number?
It's in the Discord.
In the Discord.
Ugh.
Oh, let's have a look.
It's not.
No.
I didn't do anything.
No.
Well,
Oh,
Millie.
that's mine's less than that. No
Okay.
wonder mine's
Yeah,
crap.
yeah, mine keeps blipping under, going red. It's sad.
I'm just saying nothing.
Hang on.
That number in the corner on your side is not important, and 2.72 meg
Okay.
is
Yeah,
more
yeah.
than enough to send an HD video stream. But that's not actually your
Well,
upload
why
speed.
isn't it then?
Because just roll some dice and shut up, you bunch of prima madonnas.
Yeah, that's actually a good point. We should like kind of start and.
You never roll dice.
I did just
Well,
say
I don't want to alarm anyone.
prima madonnas.
I can't see or hear Susie at all.
No,
Oh,
Susie
fine.
has
I can't
disconnected.
see-
tragic.
I can't see Lindy now. Oh no, yes I can. There you are. There you are. I see you. Hang on.
I know. I'm not wearing the wig today. It's. I
That's
understand.
it. I was wig blind.
I just rolled a d10 and got a 10.
Sometimes I put a wig on and people don't
That's not
recognize
shit
me
again.
until like halfway
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
through the game, so I get it.
Why did Jay disappear? What did he do?
I don't know.
Oh, I just
No,
turned.
Jimmy
There you go.
can't
I'm
see
still
you.
here. Don't worry.
There you
Okay,
go.
Don't worry. I'm still
Oh,
here.
yeah. I was scared then.
It's
I was
okay.
scared then.
I'll
so
hold you, Tom.
scared.
It's all right.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh, okay.
So while we play this, we'll just submit a queue request for the internet. And by the
Packets.
time we're done,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the camera, they're fine. They're fine. They're not looking at the cameras. They're listening to us. That's how it works, right?
Yep.
Totally how it works.
They're just listening to the rolls.
So I dress up.
they have us on in the background as they play video games and pretend to work.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway,
Whatever we
should we
want,
start?
really.
Should we start, or
Yeah.
should we just carry on waffling?
Yeah,
Do
we
it.
should probably.
Are you ready to
Unless,
start?
or just change it. Oh no, it's.
Great.
I turned off and on again.
Magic.
Like my bot.
How do I do that?
So it seemed to work. I closed I closed 2 of my Chrome tabs. I mean, like Windows, my Chrome.
Millie, how many tabs do you have?
Mine
open?
should be.
Only 2, but that's because I need one of them for the
That's fair.
stream
Fair
and
enough.
one of them for the
Hang
not.
on.
This is the least ADHD my PC has been in a very long time.
Maybe that's what's the
I've
problem.
been switched off today.
It's not used to the change.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
no.
That's fine. It's fine. Just see, because for me, my camera on this is like super laggy as well.
You
It's
look weird to
blurry
me,
and
Tom.
fucking laggy,
You look great to me, too.
and I don't know why.
It's probably more likely an issue with me receiving all your cams than it is you sent you the issue at your end. To be
God,
honest.
Jay.
Maybe.
Jeez, do better.
I mean, chat is just going to have to deal with a blurry and slightly laggy me.
Bear in mind,
That's okay.
Quality.
right?
I'm an
Bear in mind,
artist.
on the
It's
screen,
quality.
you will represent about 300 by 300 pixels. I think you'll be all right.
Yeah.
But they're great pixels.
There's such good pixels.
But the 300 pixels that we represent,
Yeah,
Hot.
I've got
Yeah.
like 50
Yeah.
quid's worth of makeup on my pixel.
that's like
Well, that's
that's
a
like
waste.
60 quid a pixel. No, 6 quid a pixel.
Okay. We should start. We should start by saying who everyone is, really, shouldn't we? Really?
Oh, yeah.
Does anyone
Yeah,
care
yeah.
at this point? Sure.
Yes.
No.
I
Okay.
do.
You know what? What we'll do? We'll start with Jay. Jay, who are you playing?
Barnabas.
Anything else, or are you just going to leave it as that?
Oh, sorry. Let me give you a segue. I'm
Just reading the name tag.
I'm playing Barnabas, who loves really hot, talented blondes.
Okay.
I could grab my blonde wig real fast.
Speaking of
Steal that from
talented blondes, Doc, how are
Yes.
you?
I'm doing well, Tom. How are you?
Yeah,
The hat is at such an angle that it kind of makes it look like a filter. Like it's just sort of balancing there.
it is generally
it's-
just balancing on the top of my head.
right.
It's not actually being worn; it's balancing on the top of my head.
I love it
Yeah.
so much. I'm Doc Rimbo. I use he, she, and they pronouns, and I'm playing Sursana, the knight.
Thank you, Susanna.
Oh, so you're my
Married
wife tonight.
to a
I'm
bakester.
So glad. I thought I was gonna be single Pringle.
And she's
today.
all like, oh, you're my wife, right? I ever do this, blah blah blah. I'm Susie.
I love it.
No, I'm playing Asbjorn Futhkula, or in the Old Norse, bear god, cunt knob, and he. What? Did we
Sorry.
just get pinged? Did we just get a TOS violation?
No, just I wanted to just check that pronunciation. That was all. It's fine.
Out at those words.
It's broke Tom. I'm Asbjorn is a Viking, then a monk, now a question mark, and very very large. So if you imagine like those world's strongest man competitions on ESPN, he's one of those guys.
Okay.
And he's really struggling. Anyway, that's all.
Okay. Speaking of really struggling, Lily,
Yes.
Every day of my fucking life, Tom. Every day of my life. Hi, I'm Amelia Tyler. I do voice acting for video games sometimes when they let me. Hades 2's hit early access and my Twitter's gone insane. But I'm really glad everybody's enjoying it. I'm playing Lady Alice, who is the human equivalent of a Roomba and does not have two brain cells to rub together. The first brain cell got bored and wandered off about 10 years ago, and the other one just assumes it's still around somewhere and it's making tea or something. But she's very, very pretty and deeply confusing, and I think she might inflict more horror on the rest of the cast than the actual plot.
Fact. Speaking of facts, Lindy.
Hi, I'm a fact. I've got a lot of fun facts. That's a fact about me. Tom is aware. I've riddled him with so many facts over the past.
So many. I learned so much. That's those snails. They blew my mind.
Man, snails.
They blew my mind.
I'm glad to hear that, Tom. I study a lot of things for tabletop RPGs, probably too much. I'm playing Aethelfrith Baxter, or Baxter as you would spell it these days. And, she's just a baker. It's too hot for a wig today, because I live in Florida. And, I dearly miss me puzzle piece of a wife,
Aww.
Susie, because Aethelfrith...
What are you talking about? No. Yeah, what are you talking about then? I'm over here. I'm Susie. I lost the voice. Never mind. I'm not Susie anymore.
You gotta be more northern.
You got to find a phrase for it. My phrase is I don't.
Oh, I just got some Gregs. There we go.
That's my phrase.
Please stop it.
But I'm so glad that Susie's been reunited with Cisco, because that brings me joy, and other people also bring me joy.
Sorry. I saw Susie. Sorry.
Am I Irish?
Let's be fair. You are a lot of different accents all at the same time.
Yeah. I have no segue to Kate at this point. Sorry,
That's
Kate.
fine. Don't worry, we don't need a segue. Any of those would have worked. Right.
Yeah.
Hi everyone. I'm Kate. I'm playing Astrid. I feel at this point Astrid has it more together today than maybe Kay does, so we'll see how things go. But yeah, she's naive. She doesn't really. She's been very isolated in a little small hut and is learning about the world and the other sex and stuff. So what happens? Speaking of the other sex, Tom.
Oh, thank you. I am the other sex. That's it, really. That's all I
Male,
got.
female, and Tom.
Tom, yeah. I am the third sex, called GM, and I try and guide these chuckle fucks. I fail every time, every single time. Well, Susie isn't with us today because she's gone home to Blighty to get a Greg's. It is the longest trip anyone has ever gone to get a Greg's, but I have it on good authority that she said worth it. So, so hopefully in a few weeks' time, probably like 2 weeks, Susie will be back for Pendragons. But yeah, so who would like to volunteer to do the recap of what happened last time? Please, don't all put your hand up at once.
I shall.
Thank you, Doc. Thank you.
Nerd.
I will remember this. I will remember this as a positive thing.
Oh, good. It's a positive thing. Good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Right. Last time, the group, which, what did Jay call it in the intro? The adults.
Oh yeah, I think I summed it up as if the cast of the Rugrats played a tabletop game.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly. So the real adult decision-making team, which is our nickname, traveled to a little town, which I forget the name, but I'm sure it is great. A great name. It's not Grafton. It's not Chilston. It's something else. And we got there, and it was seen over by a lord, or a nobleman and his idiot son. And we basically found a safe place to stay and sort of recovered. There was lots of little conversations. Sana and Asbjorn went and found what appears to be a bar and then did not tell Barnabas about it. There was lots of conversations regarding feelings and attractions. And then Alice had to sit down with the son, and it was like an echo chamber. There was a lot of feedback, is what I'm saying. And they didn't, I don't know if a connection was made so much as it was resonance, like to, iron sharpening iron, but totally dull. And
never a more accurate description.
Right? Yeah. And they learned that to the west, in the woods, people have gone missing. People go in and don't come out. We're thinking it's some sort of druid thing going on. Some sort of foul, fey, something or other. And that's where we're going. Couldn't get really much more information out of people about the threats that are out there because nobody comes back, do they? And so we were going to move on, but the next morning, the Lord was like, oh, there's a big storm and you need to stay here and blah, blah, blah. And all of us are feeling a little bit sussy about it. Well, I am. And everyone was like, okay.
I'll have to think that only one person is feeling sussy about it because they succeeded on the psychology.
True. Yes. The rest of us feel welcome.
It's logical. It was raining really hard.
It does make tactical sense, or technical sense, but also it's just a little bit like, okay. And then meta knowledge wise, out of character, this is definitely a fey illusion and not a real village. By giving us everything that we want.
Yep.
Caverns.
Yep.
Handsome idiots.
Yep.
Shelter.
I love that. That is that order of importance for you.
That's the three things all of us want.
Hang on, I didn't get any alcohol, and I had to watch those two talk.
Some mead?
But it gives you something to work toward.
Yeah, all right. I got some mead and a show.
Yeah, you did get mead. Yeah, that's true.
Mead?
Oh, and
what could you ask?
Also, the lord of the village wants his son to further the line, but good luck with that. This dude can't find his way out of a burlap sack.
Yeah,
yep.
100%. That was a good, accurate kind of thing because I had to remind myself of it.
I strive myself for accuracy in my kind of things. Yeah.
Okay.
For accuracy.
I remember when Tom used to make notes.
Oh, those are the days.
And then he ripped them all up and threw them away.
I did. Never again. I was burnt once. Actually, I was burnt many times, but eventually I got hold of it and thought, no more notes. No more notes. No. Okay, so we better get into it. You are in this hall. You're in this the Lord's kind of like manor, I suppose, or this long house, I suppose you could say. Food and drink has been given to you. It's still kind of raining outside. It's not chucking it down, but it is still wet and it is still windy. And the Lord told you that the roads are impassable currently at this moment. So he suggested that you stay here for an extra night so that they clear up in the morning with any luck, and you can leave then. He's off. He's moved to another room along with his son, who's disappeared too. You guys are in this hall together with some food and all that jazz. What would you like to do? Is there anything in particular you guys would like to do?
I want beer. No, I want alcohol.
Well, there's more mead.
He's
mead. More mead has been provided with a lavish supply of. I say lavish. It's lavish for the standard at the time. You've got meats. You've got vegetables. You've got kind of like stews if there's there. It's warm. It's hearty. It's good food. It's not like. It's not like super kings. So I think kings apparently chicken used to be like top tier meat because chickens provided eggs, and if you killed the chicken you couldn't have eggs. So if you could flaunt out, I could kill a chicken because I'm that rich, that was kind of like a big kind of like, oh, no. So there's no chicken, but there are different jerkies and meats and stuff like that.
Is there anything here that's like a collection of, not a library, they wouldn't have a library, but do they have a few books or like local history or anything written down?
You have only really seen this main hall.
Yeah. Like a records room or
someone.
Yeah. Okay.
But you haven't seen anything that's like a book.
I mean, Asbjorn's thinking, well, if somebody has written down things that have happened here in the past, maybe they've got something about the Druids.
Yeah.
Or something like that. So Asbjorn would probably go off, and I think he might take Astrid with him.
Okay.
Just because she's kind of got that wood
Astrid
energy
definitely wants
knowledge.
She's got the wood energy.
She's gonna help Asbjorn with the wood.
Yes.
So
Yeah. But I was gonna say though, she definitely would want to go and explore if nothing else. So if there's an excuse to go and explore and find out some stuff, she'd absolutely go.
Asbjorn, or Astrid, I'm Asbjorn. I'm just introducing myself again. I was wondering, would you be interested in coming with me? I'm going to see if there's any maybe local records or some sort of clerk here that maybe has information about the woods that we're heading to. Maybe there are old folklore legends or something. You are good with sort of that, I don't know, what would you call it? Pagan stuff? I don't know. Like the,
like just knowing
earthy
about
knowledge,
the world we live in. Like
yes, exactly.
Kind of the herbs and the that'd be interesting to know, because it would be good to know what sort of plants there are around and whether I need to like grab more supplies from here if there's if we're
the
going
more
somewhere
using
different.
knowledge is power, right?
Yes.
And,
I can't read, so I don't know, do I need to do that?
I can read. I could read too.
Okay, all right, read to me, that would be nice.
All right. And they go off hunting.
You go off hunting. So how are you going to? So you're going to just randomly start opening doors, or are you going to go to a certain person if you can find anyone?
I think we're going to like the first thing we're going to do is like, okay, Asbjorn is thinking like, this is a town. They would keep the written stuff is probably very valuable. They would keep it somewhere safe, high ground, so it doesn't get flooded. Mm-hmm. So he's looking for like, okay, first of all, logically, where would you put like a records hall or a room of scrolls or something? And he would head in that direction, and then if there's any people that look helpful or servants around, or people who would seem less gatekeepy.
So there are servants. There has been basically, realistically, there's only been about 2 servants that you've seen. It is an elderly man who
Yes.
comes in every so often, but he's very, very quiet. He hasn't spoken. And a younger woman who's there. And essentially what they've been doing is coming in, laying down all the food, and then just immediately leaving after that.
The
You've
next
seen-
time that happens,
Yeah.
I'll just bite at that right there.
Okay. There's
the next-
that, and then there's also the guards. There's always a guard that's posted
Oh,
on
fuck
the
that. No.
outside, and the
No.
occasional guard walking through.
No.
Okay.
The next time the elderly man comes in,
The elderly man.
Asbjorn
Okay.
would approach him. Do we know his name or?
Nope.
Mhm.
Nope.
Pardon me, sir.
Yeah. So he comes in and he's essentially kind of he's just about to take out some.
Oh, but before you go, wait.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I'm brother. Well, my original name is Asbjorn. I think last week I went by Barney or something. I forget. It's complicated. We're wondering. Have you lived here your whole life?
My entire life, yes.
Oh wow! I'm sure that you have much wisdom and experience. We are wondering about the history of the area. Is it written down anywhere, or do you have a storyteller or someone who knows the surrounding area very well?
Well, I know the stories. We don't write anything down. No one here can read or write,
Oh, I
as far
see.
as I know.
I see. Well, perhaps would you be willing, maybe when you are not so very busy, to sit down with my friend and I, and maybe tell us some of the stories about this region?
I'm not sure it would be proper servant talking to visitors of my lord.
No. I'm sorry. What is your name?
My name? That's a very good point.
Yes,
Bear
please.
with me 1 second.
Please think very hard.
I will
and
think
tell
very
me
hard.
what your name is that you've had your whole life.
Wilfred.
Yes, Wilfred. That makes sense. I am not anything special. I am just I'm a monk, and I talk to people of all stations and classes.
And he,
I don't think it would be
when
very
you say that, he
inappropriate.
goes, "Of course you are special. You spread the word of God to people like me, to the lay people.
Yes.
You speak with his voice and authority. You are very special."
Yes, but just as we speak with the voice, the authority of God, we listen. Also, we listen to your stories because they tell us how God has worked in this part of the world.
Roll me a what we got?
I don't know. It's probably not going to be great either way.
Roll me a persuade.
A persuade.
Yes, please.
I can do this.
You can. Okay.
Sure.
It's a failure.
Do you want to push it?
No.
Nope. Okay. So he, as you're talking, his head seems to start be going down further and further, and he seems to be backing away. I really don't think it's appropriate for me. Please excuse me. I have duties to.
Of course. All right. Oh, that's
And
all right.
he grabs what left that he was taking, and he immediately shuffles out.
Wasn't done with it. Okay. All right. Turns to Astrid. That did not go well.
No. Well.
Everyone here is so private.
So what?
Private.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
keeping secret. Well, just
well-
not forthcoming with information. In my hometown, we tell stories about every fucking thing. It doesn't even matter if it's important or not. You know? Here, people are like, oh, can't talk about that.
Well, maybe if he thinks he's too lowly for it, maybe is there any people like you here, like monks and stuff?
Well, they said that nobody writes anything down, so I doubt it. But did we
yeah, but
learn
no,
that last
you
week,
don't
Tom?
need to write things down to tell stories. I mean, like Cassandra would tell me stories all the time, and I didn't need to read them. She just told
That's
them to
true.
me. It's what your
What
voice is
about-
for, really. Writing them down seems a bit silly. And can we? So, well, I'll grab grab him and we'll wonder if there's. So we'll look for. I'm gonna go out into the. It's raining though, right? So people aren't probably out and about much. I will wander around and I'm looking for any hub of activity in amongst the villagey town. So whether that's a bar or somewhere where I think people might get together and therefore tell stories or share,
marketplace,
like being that it's outside and it's raining, there might be people huddled together where potentially storytelling might happen.
And I will go as your chaperone.
Yeah.
So you head
we're
outside.
looking for that. Yeah.
And it is still raining. It's not as heavily, but it's that horrible drizzle stuff that it's just gross. Everyone hates it. But the ground is completely sodden. There's mud everywhere. And you have a look around, and outside essentially is a few buildings. There are farmlands around, one or two kind of small buildings, and one quite large one, which is the tavern. You'd probably think that maybe not necessarily now, but later in the day, maybe the workers of the fields and stuff would head to the tavern.
So are there people in the fields right now tending to crops and stuff?
Roll me a spot hidden.
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, it did.
Extreme success.
Did very well. So you got your radar on. You can see that there is a guard that seems to be watching the road that's going back towards west. He seems to be keeping an eye on west. Also, you can see in the fields just over there that there is a single figure in the fields that seems to be walking towards a farmhouse where additional people are. You can also see movement in the tavern.
Does it seem like there's enough people to be running this town? Like, to be tending to these fields and to be if you say there's only a few buildings, like where are there more longhouse type stuff where everyone kind of just everyone would bundle into the same place? I think in this sort of time everyone just
They're not
slept in the same
particularly
building.
big buildings, but it's not unusual
like
for multiple families
multiple
to
people,
share.
just buildings. Okay.
No,
yeah, I'm just sort of wondering. I mean, I've already, I suppose, rolled for not being suspicious of anything, so I won't try and re-roll for that.
Because you don't know really, because you're still quite naive to the whole how civilization works, but you haven't had much experience on different settlements. The only settlements you've actually really seen are the big ones, Chilston, which is a big settlement. That was quite a big settlement, and Grafton, which was. It's significantly bigger than this, but it was smaller than Chilston. To you, this could be just what you would class maybe like a hamlet or just something. Yeah. So I mean, it's not impossible. If there's more people inside the farmhouses, they could totally tend to the fields.
Yeah. You would definitely get a lot of people in houses. So so if everyone's inside, it wouldn't be very clear. Okay. So you say we can hear something in the tavern.
You can see movement.
There are people in the tavern.
At least one person, yes.
Okay, well, we'll go there first then.
Okay.
Maybe someone in here will be. I hear if you get people drunk, you can sometimes get them to talk about things or do something for you. So we can try that.
Astrid, do you remember the first time you met us?
Yes. I was doing exactly that.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Yes, yes, I know. You tried it. Yes, it's good. Well,
and it worked. You literally followed me since then. So, come on, we'll see if we can. Maybe someone else will join the group.
Sure. Let's see if there's any new friends down at the tavern. Maybe we'll get another battle monk.
You head off towards the tavern. Is anyone else inside doing anything in particular? Would they like to do anything inside? Go anywhere, talk to anyone?
I'm just gonna do some baking.
Okay, you're gonna do some baking, so
You know, my wife's real busy sharpening her big sword again for the next few days, probably. So I'm going to just do some baking because that'll make her happy and Barnabas happy and make everyone happy when I bake. So.
Okay, so you do. So you can roll me a bakery check.
Baking.
Bacon, please. Roll me a bacon.
I'd love to. Oh my god, I'll push it.
Push it.
Good bacon. Fucking no, I've ruined the batch. I'm so distraught that Susie's not here.
So this is what happens. You start the baking, and Susanna's there, kind of tending to her blade. A guard approaches her and asks if the Lord could speak with her. And she agrees graciously and heads on over to the Lord. After a brief exchange, she returns to you and says that she is going out with the guards on patrol to keep an eye out.
Try to fall.
Oh God, I gotta do Susie's accent. Right, here we go.
Ask Doc. Doc's got it flawless.
Oi, the egg day. Damn it.
He's going a bit south there.
Ah, she's from Australia now.
Right. How am I gonna do this? All right, don't worry about it. I'll be fine. It's just to help out around here.
We know there's like a bunch of cultists, you know, not too far from here, and maybe some fairies. So you be careful, stay safe, and I'll give her a little smooch, and then a flower boop because that will protect her.
I'm pretty sure she would smile at that, and she'll kind of like give your arm a nice tender squeeze. Just, don't worry about me. If anyone tries to, if I see any of those cultists, I'll kill them.
You do that. And if I see any air, whack 'em.
All right. And she turns around and she heads out into the rain. She puts a heavy cloak on.
After she's gone, I'm just like, I miss you.
Yeah, and that's what causes the baking, because it's completely.
I realized I've been doing like a shaker of like salt this whole time. I'm like, shit, that's not gonna rise. It's too much salt to kill the yeast. I gotta start a whole new batch.
Yeah. Okay.
Sad.
Okay, so that's what happened. Barnabas and Lady Alice, would you two like to do something?
I would like to drift around, just encountering things as fate would have it.
Okay, no problem. All right.
Barnabas is he's feeling quite grumpy that Susanna didn't take him seriously about thinking that stuff was a bit duff, and he's had to watch Alice and was it Edgar? He was so dull, I forgot his name.
Yes.
Alice and Edgar converse. That he's gonna grab a full pitcher of mead, or a full flagon, or whatever you can carry of mead, and a couple of bits of rolls and meats and stuff. And he wants to wander off. He wants to leave in a bit of a huff because he still thinks something is up. Because he rolled quite well for who he is.
So you're gonna leave. So you're leaving the building, or are you just heading somewhere else in the building?
He's
Hang out with
just going to wander. So like he might wander through the building a bit, and then if he sees a door that leads outside, he basically just like something not bloody right about this, and just sort of walk off and see what he might stumble upon, and just follow his nose to wherever he kind of takes him.
Okay. Lady Alice and Barnabas, roll me a luck check, please.
Oh God.
Boom!
Wow. Okay.
I'm feeling terribly lucky.
Okay.
Can I push that?
Right. You can push it.
Push luck.
Go for it.
Push luck.
God has
Well,
abandoned-
Sure, why not? I'm just gonna let it, because it's really just to see kind of like what he could potentially have found.
Fair.
Found the plot.
You found the plot.
You found the
We need something. We need something to think here.
It's around here somewhere.
So, Okay. Okay, because this is an extreme. This is going to be something quite specific. Barnabas, you start wandering around. You've got the meat, you've got the thing, and you start drinking. And you go through a few of these doors, and it's not a huge place, so it's not really that difficult to go around and navigate yourself. And there's not many places there are. So you wander down this narrow corridor, and you just randomly kind of just go into it. You open a door, and as you open the door, before you see a storeroom before you, and before this storeroom, this is chock full of supplies of meats and foods, and more importantly, wine, beer. I think they had beer. Yeah, beer and mead. Crates, barrels and barrels of this stuff. Okay, that's what you find.
I have a question, two-parter.
Yep.
Having lived in a town like Grafton for his entire life, I think he'd probably have a vaguely good idea about, common amounts of supplies that would come and go of a town. Would looking at this room, would that be like, would he feel enough that like this is a strangely bountiful storeroom for where we've just found this pokey little?
Absolutely feel that this is a strangely bountiful, but particularly for such a border and piss poor place. Yeah. This is a lot of goods, basically. Yeah, totally.
In which case, the second part, what can I roll that would be like a temptation, essentially? I basically want to see if
this is okay. So this is something that you can decide. Well, two things: you can role play it and feel like what you feel at the time. Alternatively, you can probably roll power.
Okay. What was it I rolled? It was psychology. I just want to see how good my psychology was. So I rolled
psychology is kind of like reading a person.
Yeah, so I did roll. I'm just basically how sus was I about him, and I rolled an 8.
I mean, I think it was pretty good. Didn't you get an extreme or something?
Yeah, I think so. Let's roll power as well, because I am very, 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 very drunk. Okay.
So it's a regular success. I'm gonna say the temptation of the barrels. You've got enough booze on you. You could always have more, but you've got enough for now.
I think he would probably, because he's still a drunk, he would at least pick up like a nearby bottle of wine and just sort of not with the intention of drinking it, but like just like idly, be picking it up and like read the label and try and see like, well, where's this? Is this a good vintage or?
So it wouldn't have been glass. It probably would have been like a pottery kind of thing. So to think, you'd probably pop the cork and have a sniff to see how good the vintage is. I'd say it's pretty good. It's better than the stuff you got for your parish in communion. Not as good as the wine that you got when you were at the Templar place, because that was top quality kind of blood of Christ,
Yeah.
But this is good. This is good. You don't. This isn't something you would find in a borderline thing in a tavern or something like that.
Because he's literally got alcohol on him, so he's going to take a sip for the taste, not for the drink, not for the drink of it. He just wants to see if it tastes like it thinks it should.
It tastes of wine,
like good wine.
Yeah, good wine.
Yeah, okay. All right, he'll pop it back down, and he is now more suspicious because being the alcoholic that he is, he's like, that's very good shit, and there's no fucking way they can get that here. And he'll take a nice big chug of his mead and carry on exploring, even more suspect now.
Exploring. Okay, no problem. You start exploring. Lady Alice.
Hello.
Hello. You start exploring, and you just wander around trying to find things that catch your eye. You go to just outside the door to the place, and you open the door and you just look outside for a bit. A guard's there just looking at you. The Jason, he's looking at you, and you're just wandering around. It's raining. You're getting a bit wet. Whether you like the rain, do you like the rain? Do you not like getting, the rain? What do you think?
It takes me a little while to notice, to be honest.
Yeah. So you start to notice you're getting wet. And it's not because someone's washing you, which, normally
very
happens.
Confused for a second and look up at the sky.
Face gets wet.
Oh. Why?
The Jason there goes, you all right, my lady?
No, I'm wet.
Well, it is raining.
Oh yes, so it is. Aren't you clever?
Thank you, my lady.
Could you make it stop, please?
Oh, I'm afraid I don't have that power. Only God himself has that power.
Did you make it start as well?
Well, I guess so. Yeah, I mean, we need the... I guess. I don't know. I think so.
A sign? She grabs the Jason by his arm. He wants me to go back inside.
Oh,
Clever.
yeah, my lady. Yeah. Go back inside to get warm by the fire. Yeah,
Oh,
stay
he wants
dry.
me to be wet. It's probably the first thing. She'll just sort of drift off back in.
You look terrifying look on his face as you walk back in, and he just closes the doors behind you. Bloody hell. You head back in, and you see Aethelthred there bashing the way out of the bed with a very sad look on her face and trying to clean up.
Something else. Making hardtack now instead of buns. 'Cause
What
you
is
can't
that
waste the
horrible
flour.
smell?
Oh, Lady Alice. Sorry, I ruined a batch of buns. Kasana left and I was very distracted and distraught.
That seems like a very silly reaction.
It does, doesn't it?
Yes, if you're sad, you'd want to eat nice buns, not shit ones.
I'll try again. You're right. I should. Yep. I'm just gonna deal with this one first, and I'll put the now hardtack into the oven. Actually, by the oven, because you really want to let that just kind of slowly dry. Yeah. It's the whole thing. And I'll get some fresh flour. Do you want to watch, Lady Alice?
Interesting.
I could explain it to you as I go.
All right.
Hey,
And I will entertain Lady Alice with a
Lady Alice.
new batch of bread.
Aethelthred essentially goes bit by bit through how to bake bread. Roll me a education. Roll me education.
Ooh, oh, shockingly,
Oh,
that's
okay.
that's pretty good. Do you want me or Lady Alice to roll it?
Lady Alice, please.
Okay. Oh,
What was that, Tom?
Okay, so Lady Alice, you have got the new craft of bacon.
Lovely.
Aethelthred, roll me a bacon to see how well you kind of
Yep.
teach.
Oh
this
no, you can
particular
see
menu.
where this is going.
one point
Okay.
of luck. Fuck it,
What-
I can't.
Okay, you're gonna succeed? Okay.
Yeah.
Aethelthred, Lady Alice, you have 10 points into bacon as a craft.
Oh, lovely.
Fail baking 3 times in a row.
You
I
know
I feel like
pretty
I'm
much
about
the
to
basics.
invent the baguette at any minute.
It is the most phallic bread. One of the most.
It is. It is.
How do I add one?
So you
Oh.
go to edit mode
I
at
have
the
mine
top.
under
Oh
art
yes,
craft.
yes, yes.
and then under art and craft,
Lovely.
you can just
Thank
type it in,
you.
and it'll
What
be
was it,
10
10?
points. Yeah.
Amazing. I'm now better at baking than I am at sewing.
Oh yeah, I need to put that up for you. I really do.
Really.
Oh well. No, I don't. No, I don't. If you start sewing more, maybe. Okay. So you're quite happily there.
I shall be kept entertained the entire afternoon because that's how long it takes to make a batch of cream buns.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
gosh, this is terribly fun. I usually have people do this for me.
It can be quite fun, you know, playing with the flour and measuring out everything, and the end result is very tasty.
Yeah, her buns do not look like your buns.
What do
No.
they look like, Lady Alice?
You
What do they
know
look
what
like?
they look like.
And since they're cream buns, they're just the most valid cream buns in
Okay.
existence.
Yep.
So,
Yep. Okay. So you have fun there. Back to the power couple. You head to the tavern, and you open up the door.
Talking about us?
Yeah.
You say power
of course
couple, I
am.
think of Aethel Prince or something.
I mean, that is actually a good point. It's a good point, yeah. So you head inside, and the tavern owner is there. I believe he was quite a young gentleman. You went in there last time.
I did. I think me and Sana did.
Susanna.
Sana.
You head back in, and he goes, "Oh, hello.
Yes.
Welcome back."
again.
And he looks at Astrid. Oh, and you brought a friend.
Yes. This is my friend Astrid.
Hello.
I remember you said that you get busier later.
I do.
In the day, and so we thought look, there are people.
Well,
coming and going.
There should be a few more people coming in now as the day goes by. I mean, there's not really a lot they can do with this weather in the fields. Do more damage than good, really. So they'll
suppose
probably
just prepare for the
start
storm.
strolling in.
Yes, just imagine. Looking around, do I see how many people are in here? Who else do I see?
So there's currently no one in here yet, but you can clearly see he's getting clay, kind of jugs ready for people to come in. It looks like he is absolutely expecting people.
Do you need any assistance? Do you need help in preparing for your customers? We are very bored. We are trapped here by the storm, and
That's fine. I'll get this. It won't take much. It's just a few more jugs, and it'll be okay. Is there anything I can get for you two? Do you need anything? Drink?
No, well, yes, there is something we want, which is, do you have any stories about the wood to the west?
Stories?
yes, we're collecting
Like-
stories.
You know, no one goes there, so there must be like stories of why and what's lurking there and stuff.
I mean, people go there. They just don't come back.
Right.
So I remember you told us that
Yeah.
before.
What do they? So when was the last time someone went that west?
And he pauses for a minute. He has a think. Oh, I don't know. A while ago now. It's been a while. Not many people come out this way.
Why is that?
Well, it's nothing here, is there really?
What's a lovely little hamlet?
I like it. But we're kind of like, because we're on the borders before heading into the wilderness, you see.
Oh, right. Nobody
lot of
wants to go to Wales.
Yeah, that's it. You see, that's it. So you know, not a huge. I mean, we do get deliveries of food and stuff. You know, merchants come and they come in here and spend the night here, and then they head back the other way, back east or
Of course.
south or north or whatever, wherever they're going.
Surely they must have had some stories about
Oh, I'm sure
what
they've
they've
heard
seen.
a lot of stories. They've been merchants get around a bit, don't they?
Yes.
Where
Did
were
they-
you? I'm sure you got stories, right?
Oh,
Well,
I
yeah, we
heard
got-
stories.
We got stories, but we're looking for stories from this area. I don't.
We want to trade.
We can trade your
stories.
story, yeah.
I mean, I'm not particularly good at storytelling, but if you wait for a few farmers to come in, they love to gab. They love to chat to the travelers that are coming in, you know.
And you said
Can't
they'll come
shut
soon.
'em up. Whether
You
or not I
expect them-
believe what they say is another thing. You know,
Oh, well, that is the nature of stories.
as long as you're entertained.
Well,
Long
in
as
that
you're
case, can we get something to eat and maybe some drinks, and we will just wait here?
Yeah, sure. I can get you some beer if you want, a bit of beer if you're happy with that.
Astrid, do you like beer?
Locally brewed.
Sure. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
Okay. So we
Yes,
get.
and maybe do you have any like pretzels? No, just something to nibble on. To nibble.
Dick.
Oh, is it spotted?
No, it's
Okay, just
Kind of.
regular dick.
no stick.
Oh, I thought you said dick.
No.
It did sound like you said dick.
Too. I heard dick as well.
Well, you,
Alright.
yeah, I mean, something. You seem frustrated.
Me?
Yeah, you look a bit pent up. A bit pent up. You should go through like a jog or something. Take care of it.
Fine. Fine. Just whatever you have to eat. Just some sort of food, anything.
Okay, fine. I'll get you something. A sausage. It'll be fine. So
Oh, two sausages.
2 sausages.
Y-
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll take a sausage.
Okay. And I
So,
will pay for the sausage for her.
Okay. How are you paying?
He has some coin.
Okay.
Um,
So you get little kind of like he pours it in like little clay mugs for yourself, and they pass it over.
and I slide my sausage over to Astrid.
And yeah, basically he essentially comes. You basically get a sausage on a stick. Dick.
Right.
on a stick.
piece.
A stick. Oh
Yeah.
God! Thank
Yeah,
God,
yeah,
because
yeah.
it was about to be suggestive.
Yeah. And it's there. It's
And
more
then-
like it's cooked. It's one of those things that have been kind of like it's tough
Sure.
because it's been preserved. It's been in
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not. It's a like cured
Liquid.
type meat sort of sausage thing. Not.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
think we just go sit down at a table for two, and it's very awkward. Like we
Well,
just sit
like,
down by a window
sausages.
facing each other, no
Sausages.
sausages and beer,
Yeah.
and just look over and I say, how's the sausage?"
Chewy.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Mhm.
No one has much information about the fact that people go missing. Like, I
No,
really
they
want to
don't.
know, like, when the last person went missing, and
Right.
like, is this all? Has it become a story? You know, if no one's witnessed someone walk in, sometimes it like Cassandra always used to get frustrated because people had stories about her, or well, us, I
Right.
guess, but like her, because in the woods there, because they didn't know stuff, so they made it up, and it just became a kind of thing.
Right.
And the same
People
might be
love
true.
to talk.
Yeah.
right?
So what if
But
the same
nobody
is
here
true
wants
of the
to talk.
forest?
I guess maybe these
Like-
farmers will tell us something. But you think here is it. If once when I was a boy, some children from our village went missing, and it was all anyone ever talked about for weeks.
Exactly.
Right?
Like, you know, who went missing? Was it people who came through the village and then wandered off and then never
was-
came back? Well, they could have just been going somewhere. Was it people
Right.
who from the village who decided they didn't like it anymore and they went and never came back? Or was it like someone's mother or brother or something? Like, you'd think
They
if
love
it
to
was
make
personal,
up
they'd
theories,
know.
and yes,
I don't know. It's just strange that they know people leave and never come back. Well, sure, but people go
Yes.
east probably and never come back too. Like, I'm sure there's
Right.
people who've come here, done some trade, left again, and never come back. But
Yeah.
they're not telling stories about that. So why is that?
Astrid, you're so smart.
I'm just trying to figure it out. People are weird sometimes.
They can be very strange.
As you say that, a bunch of people come in. There's about 3 of them. There is a two broad gentlemen come in, a big chest, quite big bellies. They come in. say hi to the guy behind the counter.
Did I use his
Dan
name?
holds up
Because I don't
hand.
remember what his name is.
I don't even remember what his name is. I
Okay.
don't think he had a name. And he brings the jugs over to them, and they just start chatting. And then a smaller, thinner, frailer woman kind of waddles in and goes up to the bar and starts chatting. And then she takes a seat just to the side.
So he looks back at Astrid. And how are you with talking to people? I mean, in my experience,
I
you're
mean, I
great.
haven't talked to that many people except in this last year, I guess.
Yes,
So,
I
don't
same.
know.
So it is not my best thing. I can intimidate people, I think sometimes, but not in a good way. You know what I mean? Like,
Right, in an intimidating way, you mean?
well, those gentlemen over there look like field workers.
Right. Well, okay. Let's go ask, and I think because she doesn't know the social norms, she's literally just gonna walk straight up to them at their table with a sausage and a beer and sit right down with them at the table, and
So
be
they got
like,
their thing. They're just about to chat, and you do that, and they go,
"Hello, me and my friend we're new in town, and we're just
He's still at the other
wondering
table.
if you have any stories about the people who go west and never come back."
No.
Oh, my name's Astrid. Sorry, I was meant to start with that. You should start with that.
roll me a fast talk. Oh no, you know what? Charm.
This is fine. Totally charming.
Damn,
okay.
charming. So they look at you. They look you up and down, and there's kind of like a sly smile to them. They are soaking wet. The mud on their face is dripping, so they don't look particularly good. They've got lumpy faces. These look like their skin is kind of all leathery from definitely being out in the sun all day for countless days in the summer. And they turn and they go, "Hello."
Hello,
It was Astrid, was it?
Astrid Asborn. Asborn.
Oh,
I point with the big
Stands up.
sausage towards Asborn.
right. Stands up to
That's
big
Asborn.
old height and comes over. And
He's worried about being intimidating.
Not these men.
Just bring your
obviously.
sausage over
Not
and
them.
sit down.
Yes, I take it and I go and sits down on like a bench, and the other end lifts up comically, and it's all very good.
Okay. Well, my name's Tim,
Hi, Tim.
and my brother's called Athi.
Offie.
Athi.
Elfie.
Yep.
Pleasure to meet you.
Nice. It's really nice to meet you too. I'm you what? Why are you here? Why are you here?
We are just traveling through on monk stuff, and
I don't know what that means.
oh, we are
Nobody
here.
really does. They just do things.
We have holy orders
Oh,
to go around and provide sacraments and the news about Jesus to different hamlets and things. We're itinerant preachers. Astrid is a helper of ours, a healer, and so yeah. So anyway, we are
Yeah.
collecting, but we are also collecting stories about happenings in the area. We heard horrible things about the woods to the west.
oh yeah. You don't wanna go to the woods. You don't wanna go to the woods. People go there and they don't come back.
See, people kept telling us that. When was the last person who went to the woods? Then how long ago was that?
To be honest, I don't know. I can't remember. I mean, we tend to just stay in the woods and sorry, not in the woods, in the fields, and just
Fields.
I
we just
so
come
So
here.
you didn't know?
you don't
do you know
remember
anyone?
any-
personally,
Yeah.
do you know any people?
Oh, not personally. No. No,
So it's just
no.
a story of don't go in the
Where
woods.
did Samantha go? Oh, she went east. She went
Oh,
to
that's different.
fortune in town. Oh yeah. That's what she did. She went east, didn't she? She ran off with that nice lad. What was his name? Dunno really.
So
I don't
when
really...
when you went, what the stories about the West? You don't know anyone specifically who went missing in the West?
No, well, living here, you get stories like bedtime stories.
Oh,
you know,
sure.
like the boogeyman going in there, you know, like Satan and all that jazz. So you don't
Right.
go
Well,
there.
Satan. All right. Yes.
I'll
But
tell you what. I'll tell you the best person to talk to is
oh yes, please.
Gran over there.
Oh,
And
this
the old
this
woman there. She's very leathery, skinned. It's like almost like to the bone. It's
Yes.
just stretched over this frail woman.
Oh, is she a good source of stories and information?
Well, she's got great stories of tons of different things. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. I would go to. I mean, we're just farmers, you see. We just work in the fields. We're
don't
not.
sell yourself short. Agriculture is an important industry.
You know, yeah, it
It's
is.
the
It is,
backbone
yeah.
of
You know?
propping up
I mean,
nobles. Yes.
We farm the barley that goes in the drinks here. You see.
Well, thank you. I was enjoying some fruits of your labor. Here, and he's gonna buy another round for them, just as like a thanks for their help.
Oh,
Just go over and
thank you very
give
much.
a coin over to the barman. The next round is on me, whether today, tomorrow, whenever.
Right now.
Right
he-
now?
And he comes over with another and gives them an extra drink.
Sizing up this woman, Gran.
Mm-hmm.
Am I thinking she would be better approached by a monk or a forest healer? Like, does she have like
Well-
a rosary? Does she, you know what I mean? Does she like,
Okay.
you know, like, is
Give me a
she
spot hidden?
okay? That's a failure.
Okay.
I won't push it either. No,
She just looks like a old woman.
she could be.
I mean, who knows? Just an old woman, really.
Yes, he's not looking for too long, you know.
Yeah, just a quick, brief glance.
Astrid, shall we go and speak with her?
Yeah, I mean, like, no one else seems to know very much except a sort of scare story, not necessarily a real one. So,
Right.
let's see if she knows more. She
Yes,
kind of looks old enough to know something, right?
Precisely. I will follow your lead.
She looks at least 25. Right, let's go.
Yeah.
She must be pushing 30.
Probably. We'll head over to the elder lady.
The old lady. So she's there, and she's got a little sausage, and she's nibbling on it. She's like, well, she's more gumming it. She probably doesn't have any
I
teeth.
bet she's
So she's
gumming it.
gumming the sausage, and she doesn't stop as you approach. You just hear her.
Hello. My name's Astrid. Start with that. We were wondering if you could help explain some stories that we've been hearing about. Like
Stories?
stories about the woods to the west and
Yes.
people going missing.
Yes, her name's Astrid.
Lovely name.
Thanks. He's Ashbourne.
I'm Asburn.
Not so lovely name.
Yeah, that's the one I got. So. Wow.
So you want to know stories, do you?
Well, but everyone's telling us that people go to the west into the woods and they never come back. But they can't tell us when the last person went. They don't know of anyone who's gone. And we're just wondering if there's more than that, because we're going west. We kind of want to know what we might be in for, I guess.
Roll me a charm. I'll give you a thing. Whether you're gonna persuade her to tell you or charm her and make her friendly.
My charm is 15, my persuade is 10. I mean, like, it's still pretty low no matter what, so I'll try the charm again.
I'll give you advantage because you got Ashbjorn with you. why not?
So that adds
So that's an
10.
extra 10.
Oh god, no. No, my charm wore off.
Okay. She looks you up and down. I wouldn't go out there. You see, people don't come back. I did. I went out there and I came back. But that's a private story.
Certainly.
Well, that sounds very important story. If you're the only one who's come back, you know what's there. You should probably be telling everyone else who's scared to go, because clearly some people can come back.
I just tell them not to go.
Right,
That
but
simple,
why?
really.
Have you got a lover out there or something?
What are you hiding?
I've had many lovers in my time.
I
You
can
know, not
tell.
so many now. They've gone off me a little bit. Don't know why. And she gives a big, big gummy grin. There's no teeth.
Goes back to the sausage.
Yeah.
Well, perhaps, surely there must be something that we can trade with you. Maybe one of us tells you a story, and in exchange, you tell us more specifics
All right,
about
I'll
what
do
is
it
out
this
there.
way. You can either give me something or tell me a story and I'll judge it whether it's worth my time.
All right. Let us. Allow me to speak with Astrid just a moment. Please enjoy your sausage.
I
Keep
will.
making that noise.
Are we, like, there's no insight checks in this and stuff, is there? Like, do we get anything
like
from her that she's
like
There is an
hiding?
insight.
There
So it's
is?
either insight or psychology.
Am I just being, I don't, where's that listed?
So that will be it will be
Intimidate is the
psychology.
only eye I've got.
Yeah, I have
Oh, psychology.
Yeah.
10. I'm
Yeah.
rubbish at this.
I'm
Is it a
at 10
cult
also.
related? Because that's 40 for me. That's much better.
No, it's
Yeah.
not really like you could roll me a spot hidden to see if you find anything on her that might give you a
Okay. Yeah, like if there's anything,
mean?
like, because I don't know whether, like, I guess what I'm thinking is, like, does she remind me of Cassandra in a weird way? Like, does she maybe have a place out in the forest? Is she a bit witch-like? That's kind
Okay.
of, ooh,
extreme success.
2.
Okay. She does not remind you of Cassandra. Cassandra is a very beautiful woman.
well, yes, I
she
knew that
is
difference.
A lot kinder. Cassandra wears very much like you. It's more furs. This woman is wearing very ragged field clothes.
Right.
They're all ragged, patched together. She is essentially just an old woman that has worked the fields or this things her entire life. You assume that maybe that she's probably a local who's just been here and hasn't really seen anything else, and she's just grumpy because she's old, she's leathery, she's not as young as she used to be, and she hasn't got any teeth, and she's trying to suck on a sausage. So
Understandable.
yeah, right. So, however, what you do notice is that she is wearing what seems to be there's a crucifix with a cross, but also additionally around her wrists. There are different kind of like bracelets of different symbolism, like maybe more pagan-esque symbolism. That of the forest, maybe there might be a little kind of like a neck, kind of bracelet that has a little wooden crafting of a stag, maybe, which indicates to you that she might be like Christian, but it's possible that she might believe in other things as well, like wards or charms or trinkets and stuff like that. That's probably the kind of... She might be somewhat superstitious, open to other avenues of religion or power.
Don't know. I mean, I could tell her a story about, like a Viking story from where I come from, or you could tell her something. I don't have much in terms of trade. What are you looking at?
Yeah, I don't know whether. I think stories are better to trade with because we've got a lot of them. We don't have a lot of things.
No. What
Would
were
you
you
tell one
looking?
of
You
your
were just.
Viking stories? I'm interested too.
Oh, I could tell you one later. Maybe. But why are you looking at her? What?
Oh, I was sorry. I was just like, do you see? She's got like little, like bracelets and stags and things. She's sort of
She's a dabbler.
Yeah, I think she might have some other, not just Christian stuff, a bit more like,
Whatever helps.
wards, and like if she's gone into the woods and come back and she doesn't want to tell people, she's clearly, she knows something. She's lived a long time to know enough. She and I reckon she's a bit superstitious. I wonder if, I don't know if there's a way to use that not against her, but like, use that to help her talk about it. Maybe if she thinks that by not saying anything, something will happen.
Well,
that sounds
perhaps,
a bit cruel, but like maybe.
Oh no, that's not too bad. I mean, perhaps we can. What is the phrase? Murder the birds with a rock. Both of the birds with a rock.
I mean, we could go murder birds, but is that going to help?
No, but then it's a saying. Like maybe we could do both. Maybe we could tell a story about power or like some sort of has magic involved, and I could give her a blessing or something, and in return, we don't have to scare her necessarily.
No. Just we don't know whether she's ever gone twice, do we? Whether she sounds like she maybe only once, but I don't know.
And it sounds sexual.
Yeah, that's why I thought she had like a lover out there or something.
Yes. Well, I mean, I could tell.
Or
you
you just try intimidating her with your intimidation. I don't know.
No, I'm not very. Well, I am a little, but here, let's. Grandmother, I'm sorry, but we are very rude. I am Asbjorn. You know my name. We did not ask your name.
Oh, it's Edith.
Hello, Edith. A pleasure. Perhaps we can trade you a story from my homeland. But I have to warn you, this story has great power.
Oh.
It is from a faraway land with different gods than you might know. But those who hear it are changed, and their luck is forever improved.
Oh,
so
yeah. All right, then.
I don't
I'll
know.
be the judge
Would
of
you
that.
like a story like this? Oh, would you like to hear it then?
Yeah.
Just hearing it has its own, sort of potency to it.
Okay, go on then.
Right, well, where I come from, we have a pantheon. We had a group of gods that we worshipped, and the All-Father, the one at the top, was a man named Odin, and he was called Odin One Eye. And
all right.
The reason he is called that is because once he was at the roots of Yggdrasil, the tree of life, and he was going to a well. This well is called Mimisbrunner. And anybody who drinks from it is supposed to be given wisdom. Just like we tell stories and it gives wisdom, as I'm telling you one now. But on his way there, he asked the keeper of the well, this divine being, if he could drink. But the keeper, Mimir, said, no, you can only drink if you sacrifice one of your eyes. So Odin only considered this a moment before he took his knife and he gouged out one of his eyes, and he took it and he dropped it into the well.
Oh.
And with this, Mimir was satisfied. And so a long time later, Odin had lived a long life of strong battle, and he was very victorious. He was the greatest of all of our gods, and he was a powerful being that would strike fear with his name of One Eye. But after his fight was over, he met Mimir again, and Mimir had their head chopped off in battle. So Odin used powerful magic to preserve the head so that Mimir could always be with him and offer counsel. And that also is like a story, you see? Because stories we carry with us, they give us wisdom and counsel, but oftentimes at sacrifice.
Oh. That is wise, that.
Yes.
That is wise. I like that. That was a good story. That was. Yeah, well done. Well done. Well done.
Thank you. Now, is it good enough for you to maybe tell us a story about what you've encountered in the woods?
Yeah, all right then. Right.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So, I was young. I was in love. I met this wonderful, wonderful man. And he was like a hunter, you see. He was a hunter.
Oh,
I only known him a bit. He was just travelling through. So, he decided he's gonna go west. He's gonna discover what's west. Hunt down the greatest beasts of the forest. The big boars. The wild bears.
yes.
Well, that's at least what he said. Whatever there is, giant moles, I've heard he said, something like that. I don't know. Some cat. Who knows? It was a while ago. Anyway. So, he wanted one last night before going out into the woods. Oh, let me tell you, what a night.
Oh, I see what you mean. For lovemaking.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, I'll tell
sexual
you what,
intercourse.
I don't know why, but I'm just keep thinking about him. I don't know why. This story just suddenly came to my mind. Don't know why. As she's waving the sausage on the stick.
Uh-huh.
Don't know why. Anyway, after a wonderful night, he wanted me to run away with him into the wood. Well, I was young, I was foolish, and I was really horny.
Yes.
So, I decided to go with him. My father and mother were not pleased, let me tell you that. Anyway, we went west into the woods. The roads got narrower until they disappeared altogether. Once they disappeared, it was just thick, dense forest. It was almost like the trees were alive, looking at us. The slightest word, the slightest sound seemed to be muffled by the trees. Then he heard a noise in front of him. He told me to stay here, and he went forward into the bushes. Well, what I heard out of those bushes, my goodness, it's like my stomach when I've eaten the rotten sausages. Oh, there were screams of pain. Oh, he just said, "Oh God, save me, God!" Something along those lines. Well,
Right.
I did what was the only right thing to do. He was the love of my life. But there were plenty of other fish in the sea, so I scarpered.
Yeah.
Yeah. I ran, and fortunately enough, I made it out. But not before I saw the sight of a person in furs. And I looked at them, and on their face, I saw the face of a wolf. And then it went back into the forest.
So when you say on his face, this person in furs or her face, did he have a drawing of a wolf, like a tattoo?
No,
like
it was
mine?
like a wolf's head.
The head of a wolf?
Yeah.
Oh, that is also a great story.
I thought it was pretty good.
Well done.
Yeah. Yours was a bit wordy with the long words and stuff. Get to the point, get to the meat.
Right.
But overall, it was all right. It was decent.
Yours had everything. A real blockbuster.
Romance, action, fornication, everything you need.
Wolf people.
Wolf people, monsters, heroes.
Right. Thank you for
Yeah.
sharing that story with us.
Hey, that's fine. That's okay. I hope you enjoyed it.
Esther, did you enjoy it?
Yeah, and so this was when you were a lot younger.
Oh yeah, when I was a lot younger. I turned the eye of many a traveller here.
Oh.
So before this, did lots of people go into the woods? Like, was the story of not going into the woods before you went in, Or
well, no. He was always advised not to go into the woods because
It's
that's where all
always been
the
a foreboding.
heathens are and the pagans and stuff like that.
Right.
You know, the barbarians.
but
That's
then you
wild land.
went in with this, and this guy wasn't from the village.
Oh no, he came in. He travelled in.
Travelled in.
Biggest. He was a hunter. He wanted to hunt the biggest game, untouched
true.
land. You see, that's what he wanted.
And I'm guessing you
Tell
never
what,
saw him
he
again.
definitely touched untouched land.
Right. Before all of that.
Right.
Mm. I said it was untouched, but it wasn't. But you know, he doesn't need to know that.
No.
No, it's not. It doesn't matter now.
No.
I mean, yeah, no.
There's other fish in the sea.
Interesting. Okay. Well-
Please, can we pay for your meal?
Oh yeah.
All right. And he just gives some coins to her, assuming she paid it
Oh,
up front.
Thanks.
Yes.
Thank you.
It's a very kind
Have a
of you.
nice day.
Yes. Thank you for sharing the tales of your sexual exploits with us.
Oh, I got plenty more.
I'm sure you do.
If you want to hear it.
Those will have to wait for another day.
Yeah. And you know, there's always room to
Backing away.
create some more. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, got to get back. I'm a monk and the can't have sex.
Oh,
Turn and leave.
forbidden fruit. And you head off. Back in somewhat more saner territory.
Please.
Well, the Barnabas, you have explored this place a bit more, and you haven't really found anything other than what you've already found. And you find yourself in the main hall again, where you see Aethelfrid teaching Lady Alice how to bake some rather phallic buns. And I mean, they're like, you know, they're okay. Lady Alice, if you wouldn't mind, for a first go, just roll me your first time ever, your baking skill, please, just to see if,
All right,
how they
I'll
come out.
do it. I'm trying really, really hard.
Really hard. Okay. Would you like to
Gosh.
push it? Would you like to push it?
I'm very confused about the question, Tom. But yes,
Do you want
I
to
would.
roll again, but you need to get
I
5?
understood what you were saying. Do I just click it again?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Okay.
No,
So
You literally got 5 less. That's amazing.
yeah, it's a sign. So you are baking, and multiple of them have either been burnt or just still dough.
Isn't that- it's like
Yeah,
it's the
too much
it's
cream,
not the
it's all
part,
cream.
but they
just
helped with
everywhere. We're covered in it.
Yep.
the dough. It's,
Yep.
it's the piping the cream in. That's the tricky part.
One bun just kind of just like that, just out of it. It's just, you know, one bun thought it was fine for a while, but 5 seconds later the cream just went, you know, just out.
And because
Um,
all of hers are phallic shaped, it's just a disaster.
It's just
Visually.
that's what you see, phallic shaped disaster.
Phallic
Brother
shaped
Barnabas.
creamy disaster.
Wait, are they?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Been
no,
called
I'm
that
not even
before.
gonna. Not even gonna. They're oozing cream
They are.
out of.
Yeah.
The borderline TOS here in this episode.
I swear, I feel like this series was only invented to see if what the point is when we finally break the TOS.
yeah.
It's the only reason I said we
so-
should host it here. So I'm like, that'll get me off. That'll get me off of Twitch.
Yeah, so you can get a fucking real job.
I can stop then. It'll just be
Phrasing
over.
anymore.
Yes, that'll get me off, Millie. There you go. So I think I imagine this like Father Barnabas walks in to I don't know what it's from. That GIF where the guy walks back in with pizza and it's just everything's on fire. And it's like,
oh yeah,
oh,
from
It's just
Community, I
cream.
think it is.
yeah.
Cream and flour everywhere.
Oh, you're
There's a
covered
set
in
of nice
flour.
buns
Absolutely
to the side
covered.
that Aeth made, and then the rest is just disaster.
Look at
Yeah.
this one. It's gone all floppy.
It sure has. I think you put too much cream in that one, Lady Alice.
How are you supposed to know?
It's just a lot of practice, really. You got to like,
Right.
you have to
Should try harder.
experiment enough with stuffing cream in the hole to know when it's
Right.
enough and when it's too much. If it's oozing out a bit at the end, you know you put in too much cream. You don't want it to ooze out the hole. You want it to stay in there.
Right.
Then you've made a bun.
Hello, Father Barnabas.
Yes. Sorry, I couldn't help it over here. If you do that, then you end up with a pie instead of a bun.
Am I accidentally making pies?
I don't.
Am I a piester?
I mean, we could try to salvage this into a crust to make a cream pie.
I don't know, there's quite a lot of it in my hair.
Oh, that happens when you start. That's why we're in this cat. You see, I've got a spare one. Would you like to borrow
Oh,
it?
that is smart. Yes, oh, lovely.
My spare one's purple. It's over there. I can grab it.
Mm. Do you want to go, Father Bishop, whatever you are?
Father Barnabas.
That's the one.
Since it's a rainy day and my dear love is out in the rain doing
why not?
things.
Why not?
Let's
just get involved, shall we? And he'll just shuffle over by the table and just sort of...
I've already creamed.
So are you trying to learn?
Left.
Why not? You know, you're never too old to learn and develop your skills, Tom.
No, you're never too old to learn. So this takes a bit thing. You go through the
This is so wholesome in the worst loot
process. You go through the process of baking. So add bacon to your arts and craft, and put a 10 as a base, and roll a bacon test, a craft, to see how it goes.
Right. Roll it, pinch it, cover it in flour, boff.
You've got the hang of it, Father Barnabas.
So
That's a beautiful
what
cream
buns
bun.
would you like to create, Father?
Hot cross
Barnabas?
buns.
What buns? A hot cross bun. Okay, yeah. So you make wonderfully lovely, smells gorgeous hot cross buns.
Thank you, big
You're
man.
natural at this, Father.
So Millie, I would like you to raise your baking skill by 1.
Ooh.
Father Barnabas, I would like to you to raise your baking
Flipped it by
skill
mistake, ignore me.
by 5.
Brilliant.
I like to imagine this is the scene that Asbjorn
Yeah.
and,
Yeah.
and,
The most
you know,
wholesome
the
thing
power
ever.
Couple, not power couple.
Yeah.
Come back and do we're all just
British
baking.
baker.
We got
So-
flour smudges.
So you finish up. It looks great. It's looking fantastic. Wonderful. And I think this is a good place to go on break. You've just made some wonderful
lovely place to go
buns.
on break.
This is a good place to go on break just for a
Huzzah.
quick thing.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
I've given Astrid and Lady Alice some cream pies. Well, brilliant. Brilliant. Fed to black. Fed to black. Hey, I gotta find my button. Where's my cream pie button? There it is. All right, you're off. We're gonna take a blue. Can we at least remove the wig and beard? Oh, I just cleaned my paintbrush in my whiskey. Oh no. Oh no. I had 2 glasses right now. I'm sure it'll be fine. Chad has paint in my whiskey. Alexa, landing on. That's fine. Just be a pro Twitch viewer and go for a cheeky wank while viewing. Yeah, come on, I demand loyalty. I expect you to still watch me and wank. No, 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 I don't. That's not in my head. That made so much more sense. That's not in my head. In my head. Would you like a sweet?
I'd love a sweet.
You'd like a sweet? Oh, okay. You should probably try one of these. They're the best sweets in the world.
What is this yellow one?
Oh, it's sunshine and puppies.
Why would I want to eat puppies? What is wrong?
No,
with
it's
you?
like, it's the sense of happiness and joy in it. Oh, you'll love it.
Do they make it from squeezing real puppies? Do they squeeze them real hard, or is it like a hug?
It's a hug.
Puppy hug. Okay.
Puppy hug, and they cook it with the
Oh
warmth.
no, I dropped it on the floor. Oh no.
Oh, it's all right. It's just there.
God damn it.
I can see it. It's right there. And in it goes.
Fine. That's really nice. Thank you, Heath.
What?
I love
Right, well, I should probably try an orange one.
Very nice. It's like peach, right?
Oh, good. I'm so glad. Oh, God. Who fucking timed that? Ah! Ah! Oh, you son of a bitch! Oh, fuck. Oh, we've made a dreadful error. Oh, we've made such a bad mistake. But I took an executive decision and respanned for... Ah, you fucking shitball! Ah! No! 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 Oh, God, what a day. Oh, Jeff just would not shut up about those fucking clients. Right, love, how you doing? Oh, terrible day, just awful. I'm just gonna flop down on the sofa. What's this fucking plant in my face for? No, I've had enough! Every time I come home, there's just more fucking plants! I've had a day at work, I get home, I just want to sit on my sofa and look at the TV halfway across the room and look at my nice orange kitchen that reminds me to eat fruit so I don't die of a heart attack, and I have to get abused by leaves! Fuck you, Jenny, I want a divorce! Stop. Yay! Ow. Ow. No. Ow! Ow! Why? Why do you hate me, chat? Why are you like this? No. The hard bit is because it keeps turning the camera. Like I'm just fighting the camera permanently. Okay, no. Okay, no. Let's go this way. Oh! Oh God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, sir. Sir, are you okay? I'm so sorry. I couldn't sit. No, I'm sorry. Please let me. Oh. Oh, I'm sorry. I know. Are you okay? Are you okay? All right. Sorry. Fucking hell. How pretty hazy when you're this old.
Okay. I'm gonna paint a word picture for you. See if any of this come back to you.
Okay, I'm ready.
Do you remember a brothel there called the Witch's Cauldron?
Yes. It's all right.
Okay.
I answered too quick.
No, you just go with your gut, Mr. Brown.
Okay.
And do you remember a lady working there named Leaky Annie?
Leaky Annie, she was one of my favorites in the Armadillo.
That's my mama. She dead now.
That's your mom?
Uh-huh. And how you said you visited her for lady favors?
Scooter Brown's gotta go. Oh shit!
When was that?
I gotta go. No, I got important farming to do. Oh shit! Scooter Brown.
So, write your name down.
Write my name down?
Is it possible, Daddy?
Yeah, hang on. You get a nice dinner with a cream pie for dessert. Oh, I'd love a cream pie. What? What? I don't get it.
Liar.
I'm not, what?
Really?
I'd like a cream pie. What? Oh, hang on. I haven't put the... There we go. Ah! Starion grabs the loot. My baby, she left me. Cause I did a war crime. But if she don't like me, she ain't no baby of mine. We're doing more crimes. All of the time. Yeah. That's what you'd walk away doing, chat. That's what you'd walk away doing. Completely inappropriate. Okay. It's the war crime blues. So I'm gonna go up against Molly Wong and any other sumbitch who thinks they know and love the territory more than Scooter Brown, local celebrity.
Well, carpe diem and then, right?
No, I don't fish.
No, you know what? Never mind.
Not Mum.
Right. Queen Vic.
Oh, Mum. Mummy!
Mama!
I'm sorry, hang on, I have to take a moment. Mother!
Stay strong.
Right, I suppose there'll be a state funeral then, won't there?
I hope so. I hope so.
Right. There's not enough.
There'll be a state celebration here.
What did you say?
What the fuck is wrong with you, Mr. Flash?
What is your goddamn There's a dead woman on an island nowhere near here. Show some bloody respect.
Hey, everyone in
Have
the
some
state
decorum.
hates.
My God, I'm going to be sick. Oh, random fact. Okay. If you massage the left testicle of the Alapatian mountain yak, it will sing the first 3 bars of Killing Me Softly. I'm sorry. I'm busy. Oh, that one tickled me. I don't really know why. Oh, hang on.
I love this time of night. There's an almost reverent silence that accompanies the peak of darkness, when you'd almost believe the dawn will never break. The cradle of eternity. The timelessness of lovers. That most beautiful of fantasies.
You're live on channel Twitch. Don't say fuck or bugger. Oh, wait. I've gone to the wrong screen. Hold. There we go.
Holding.
Oh, that was the wrong screen, wasn't it?
Yeah,
It
look at
was.
that.
That sure
It
All
was
your-
the right
all
one
your
for a second,
secrets?
and then
It was us within us.
Ooh, we got all your secrets.
behind the. Don't pay no attention to whatever that was
My
behind the
secrets.
curtain.
Do you mean Twitter? That very publicly available Twitter.
Yeah. That anyone
Social
can see.
media.
Yeah. My secrets.
Okay. So, we're back in the room.
Seriously.
And, okay, so, Astrid and Asbjorn, you enter the Great Hall again. A wonderful smell of freshly baked.
Someone is
goods.
baking. Can you smell it?
You see Aethelfrid and Lady Alice covered in flour and cream, whereas it's everywhere. It's everywhere. It's like a disaster.
What a mess.
It's like a Jackson Pollock paint in here.
I'm so proud though, Aethelfrith.
And where you see brother, I keep saying Father Barnabas. I think he's either that, whatever. Barnabas is there, and he has got the most beautiful. You're probably just finishing. You know what? You're glazing them with something at the end to make it look even better.
Thanks.
Because you did so good.
Glazed buns.
And that's what you see.
Look, we're bakesters.
Yes, I can see that. What have you made,
You
Lady
wheeled it around the
Alice?
square.
What are you holding there? Is that a baton?
Ow! 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 Stop it! Ow!
I made this out of ingredients.
You're really smacking Barnabas with it.
It's in my mouth.
Well, that's what it's for, Father Barnabas. Come on.
I'll put it in my buns instead.
Damn it. Well, nothing strange happening in here. You guys have just been
The
baking,
horror
huh?
of this show. It's just a different type of horror. People just don't understand what type of horror.
Psychological.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, right. That's well. We've had sausage.
Yes, I just got a sausage for Astrid.
Yeah, I've had some of his
Very nice
sausage.
of you.
Yes.
He had some
and
of
we
mine.
met an old lady with no
And-
teeth who loved sucking on sausages.
That does make it easier out here.
But noisy.
Yeah.
Barnabas will just deadpan
Sorry from her.
look at Ashbjorn and just be like, "We're monks."
Right, but I mean, even monks can get a little sausage in the mouth now and then. Right?
No, I can't even.
Down at the we found a tavern.
Oh, never mind. We'll talk about that sausage stuff later. The tavern, you said.
Yes, and they had sausages and ale that was not great. Oh, it tasted like urine. I don't know.
It was all right.
He like elbows Astrid. not hard.
Yeah.
Not at Asbjorn full strength. Like, no, but we did meet a woman of she was very old. What do you think? 30, 31?
Maybe, yeah.
Yes, and
she actually told us about going into the woods and coming back again. And
she claims to have done it.
Still trying to decide whether or not she was maybe the reason that this whole don't go into the woods thing started, even though she technically did come back.
Right.
But she apparently went in there with a lover who went into a bush. I can't remember why he went into a bush.
Well, it was very unclear whether or not.
It
was very unclear. He did dive into a bush, and it's very unclear if it had a good ending or a bad ending.
Well,
either he died and was screaming, "Oh God, oh God," or he was ravaged and sexually.
Or it was a setup.
Right.
And he went into the bush.
Get away from her.
Screamed a lot to try and put off anybody going into the woods.
Yes, he might have just been trying to get away from this woman who was very sexually aggressive.
Yeah, maybe. Could be that too.
Secret option number 4, maybe he just went in there for a quick tinkle and there were nettles.
True.
Yeah, he did
Aren't
apparently
you
scream
clever?
like death was coming for him. So maybe there were a lot of really bad nettles.
Right. Either way.
You don't want to do that twice.
She went in. She says that he was a hunter. There are lots of wild animals. Boars, bears, cats was on the list. But then also, yes. But also, that she did see some sort of person, and she claims they had the head of a wolf.
Well, this was after the guy.
Right, it was separate from the guy bush diving. Yes.
She looked back or something, and a person with a wolf head kind of went, "Whoa," and then went away.
That's true. They did make that face.
Whoa. But what if that was the guy? I mean, if he was a hunter, I don't know. I don't know if I'm being
Could be
too.
the man trying to scare her off with a
skeptical about it.
You think he kept a wolf's head on him just to do that? That's a pretty big object.
Well,
Yeah,
apparently
he came from somewhere else. Came through the place and
He's a
wanted to go
hunter.
there.
He's a hunter. Maybe he wanted to just kind of break it off with this woman and was too much of a coward to do it to her
Maybe
face.
he was showing off, like, look what I killed.
It could be so many things. I mean, he could have literally just been torn apart by animals, and she's telling
You know, the
truth
more
in
I
that
think
sense,
about it,
but-
we didn't learn anything.
No, we really didn't learn anything, except she did
There
go
are
in,
animals.
and she came out,
But would you like to learn?
but he didn't.
These two have been learning.
Oh, yes, I would love to
great fun.
learn how to bake. Yes.
Right then.
I mean, sure.
Okay.
Everyone, dive on in.
Okay, so essentially to teach these as well, it will take the rest of the entire day to do this.
That's
Okay.
fair.
So.
What else are we going to do? Not learn
This is
anything?
our version of a
Please.
shopping episode.
Yeah, very much so.
Okay.
Stuck in the
So,
brain.
you guys add bacon to your arts and crafts and a 10.
Oh, what? Without even rolling?
So you need some sort of yeast or something.
Oh,
to
we
make
add
it
it now and then we right.
Is the yeast?
bacon's just going to
There
be
you
the
go.
Arts and
That's the
craft.
10.
Oh wait, I've just got potions and animal handling, so I need to add.
Yeah, you can add. Yeah.
Got you. Baking.
Yeah. So if you do
Bacon.
that, yeah.
Make it a 10.
And then once you've added it,
Got
roll
ya.
to see how you do.
So you need to. It goes in an oven. This is what a 10 feels like to me. You know, so heat makes it turn into bread.
You gotta let it rest a bit. You know,
Yeah.
between the yeast adding and let it rise.
I don't get it.
Mm.
It seems crazy to me.
Oh wait, I rolled twice. I didn't mean to. That it was
I
slow.
rolled twice too for no reason.
I think
both times.
I did actually click it twice,
I'll
but I
try
thought it
again.
hadn't worked.
Oh,
It
it's
was
even
just kinda
worse.
slow. Okay.
So
It's a lot of
essentially,
practice. I mean, for most people, Father Barnabas though, he's a natural.
It's so easy.
Sure he was.
It took me years to learn how to bake, multiple things so well.
So essentially, Bacon 10 is someone who has taught you how to bake. If you were just trying to bake yourself with no guidance, you'd be on 1. But because Aethelfrid's there trying to teach you and telling you, like, you put this here and stuff like that, you know the absolute basics, and that's what 10 is. And the more you try something, the better you're going to get at it. So, so each of you who have tried bacon and failed, you increase that by 1, so your bacon is now 11. Because by trial and error. So essentially that happened. The sun sets, it goes dark, start lighting the braziers, the fires in this long hall. You've seen the Lord come and go occasionally here and there, but not really interacting much apart from to ask if you've got everything you need. Any food. The food has always been kept stocked up, so you can eat it at any point. And occasionally you see Edgar, who seems to just be kind of like hovering around, just looking. Until
What's the status of the storm?
The storm. It's still raining, but it's not chucking it down. So it's been drizzling all day. And if you stick your head out, you notice that it's stopped raining now. But it's dark outside. It's pitch. It's night, essentially. So you guys do all that. Lady Alice, you have been wandering as you do, just floating here and there. And once you floating around, Edgar approaches you, says, "Hello."
Oh, hello.
Hi. Do you have time for me to show you something?
I look around as if time is a physical concept that I could judge, realize it isn't, and just go, all right, yes.
Great.
I've been baking. Have you ever baked?
No.
It's terribly difficult. It gets all in your hair.
Oh, I don't. I like my hair. And he kind of things it, and it's like slow motion, like a L'Oreal advert. No.
It is pretty. I like my hair too, only it tastes nicer now.
Oh, I've never tasted hair before.
I think the baking helps.
Maybe I should try it. I'll go to the
think you should.
kitchen and see if I can bake. Hello?
Oh, hello.
Hi. Oh, do you have time for me to show you something?
Yes.
Okay.
Baking. No, we can't do this.
Let's just say it goes around once or twice.
Yeah.
Until they finally go, okay, follow me. And he walks off.
She drifts after him.
He goes up the stairs, and his walk is it's surreal. It's like his walk is it's not heavy-footed, but he walks heel-toe, like just like that all the time. Whereas Alice glides up the stairs as if she doesn't walk at all. You know, it's just a glide. And he takes you and he says, "In here," and he opens up a door and he goes in this room, and it seems to be like a side room. There's another door attached to it, which you can see a bed in, which is quite large. And this is more like a side room to that bedroom. And inside you can see a table, and there are lots of different kind of like carpentry tools. You know, there's like chisels and saws and sand. I'm assuming they have something to sand things down and stuff like that. I'm not a carpenter, particularly one in the 9th century. But he has tools there, and you see multiple kind of crafts of wood there with different variations of stuff. I mean, they kind of all look like clams, but, you know, I mean, they're okay. It's not particularly, you know, like, you know, and he looks at them and he goes, "This one's a horsey."
I should pick it up and examine it in the candlelight.
Okay, it doesn't really look like a horse. It looks like a clam.
Is it? Aren't you clever?
There's
I've never seen one like that before.
Yeah. And this one here, this is a man. And again, it's a bit smaller than the horse one, a bit thingy shaped, but yeah, fundamentally looks like a clam.
Oh, it's lovely. Did you make them yourself, or did somebody... Do you have people?
No, I made it. I like working with wood.
Oh, lovely. I've never really worked with... Unless doors count. Do doors count?
Are they made of wood?
Sometimes.
Then yes.
Oh, so I'm a woodworker too?
Yes.
Oh, lovely. We have something in common then.
I was making one for you. I was making a wood thing for you too. Let me just get it. And he turns to a side door in this room, and it's a really narrow door, but he kind of opens it and he has to go in sideways into this door, and he heads inside. Could you give me a spot hidden, please?
Yes, I can. I shall look with my eyes.
Actually, no, give me a listen. A listen instead.
Listen?
Yes, please.
Oh, gosh. All right. Oh, I'm very good at that.
You're very good at listening. It's just a shame that nothing sticks.
I can hear.
You can hear so much. And as he opens and heads in, you hear a noise in that room that basically seems like a grunt. It's like a...
Are you all right? Do you need help?
No, I'm fine.
All right.
And you hear, and again, it's like a gargle.
I think he's struggling with his clam. I should go and help him.
Okay. And so you head to this door and you look inside. And as you look inside, it's a narrow cut. It's like in between two walls. You have to go sideways in. So you can look in or you can go inside yourself. What would you prefer to do?
Oh, I shall have a peep to start with.
Okay. So you have a peep inside, and it's a very low lit room. There seems like maybe a candle in there. And you see him, and he seems to be trying to just finish off a piece of a wood carving that he's currently doing. And as he's doing that, and the flickering dancing of the candles, you see strapped to the wall is a man with multiple wounds across his chest, and he's got long, shaggy hair, blood sticking to his face, and he just seems to be...
I shall walk in and watch him doing whatever it is he's doing with the wood.
Okay. So you walk in, and you see him, and he's like, "Oh, hello." And he kind of
Hello.
continues, I've almost finished. And he turns
Oh,
round
lovely.
and he presents you with the thing and he goes, it's you. It's a very pretty looking clam.
Oh gosh, that's lovely.
It's got blonde hair.
How did you do that, Beard?
I used a lighter bit of wood.
Oh.
Yeah. Do you like it?
Oh, it's lovely. Nobody's ever done a me before.
Oh, good. Do you want to keep it?
Oh, may I?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Aren't you kind?
And he hands it over and right, well, it's getting late. I should really say my prayers and head to bed.
Yes. What's that? Why is he doing that?
That's something I'm trying to teach myself.
Teach yourself.
Yeah. My father said that I wasn't very good and he didn't like my sculptors. So he said, why don't you teach yourself to be useful, like, you know, helping with wounds and stuff, like a what do they call them? Someone that heals wounds. So I used
Healer.
him as a kind of practice.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah, it's the
So
best
you're going
way.
to make him all better?
Well, I make him bad first and then try and make him better.
Right.
It's really the only way to do it, really. Because I can't, it's not reliable for,
You can't just sit around waiting, can you, for somebody to have an accident?
yeah.
You should talk to my friend Astrid. She's very good with that sort of thing.
Do you think so?
Well, she says she is. But I'm never quite sure really what she's talking about, and I did think she was an angel trying to get me pregnant once, so I'm not really... But I mean, it's better than nothing.
Yeah, I guess so. I'll see her in the morning. I'll ask her.
Does it have a name?
No. I mean, I don't know.
Do you have a name?
And you just see the eyes kind of look up, and he just wheezes.
That's a silly name.
He's got
I should
a
call
bad
you
cough.
Edmund.
Edmund.
Edmund. Night night, Edmund. I hope you feel better tomorrow.
Night night, Edmund. And he starts to head out of the room. Are you leaving?
Yes.
Okay.
It's time for bed.
It's time for bed. You leave, he closes the door, he says, well, do you need help getting back downstairs?
Oh no, I shall probably find my way to where I need to be. I always do.
Okay, goodbye. And he closes the door.
Goodbye. Thank you for me.
Closes the door. And you just hear a, oh yeah. He starts shuffling footsteps. They go one way, stop, turn around, and then go another way.
Lady Alice will drift slowly, looking at her clam / her towards where she needs to be.
Okay. Is anyone else doing anything tonight?
Aspirant's prepping to leave in the morning.
Okay.
Barnabas is stuffing his face with his own baked goods and mead.
Nice, it's nice. Real nice.
Okay. I'm a wonderful baker.
Hasn't gone to your head or anything, has it?
No,
Clean up the mess.
Okay, so you clean yourself up, you clean the place up and where everything. And Susan has come in. She said she's done the patrol. There wasn't. She did hear that there were sounds of wolves. A few of the guards said they heard wolves out, in the area, basically more west, where it's more wilder. But they didn't see any. The roads are slowly clearing up, so with any fingers crossed, she's hopeful that you can get moving in the morning. So she gets out of the.
There, my love.
Sorry. So she gets ready for bed. Basically, she gets ready for bed, dries up and everything. So you all go to sleep. You all dream. And you wake up in the morning. I know Dot character gets up really early, and I know Aethelfried gets up really early.
Yep.
So you two basically wake up first.
Okay, everyone is here. What time do you... Aethelfried, what time do you think we should wake the others?
Let's let them sleep a little bit longer. We can get things ready to go for them.
I really don't want to be delayed any longer. The longer I'm in this place, the more unsettling it is.
That's true. That's true. Sure. How was your time at the tavern with Astrid yesterday?
Oh, it was great.
Yeah.
You should see her. You should see her take a sausage.
Oh, well, I think you
You
should.
know, I did yesterday.
Oh, I'm very glad. Was it impressive?
It was.
Oh,
yes,
good.
her.
Good.
Just took right to it, and
I'm so proud of her. Right then. Well.
We got some good information from an old lady with no teeth.
Yeah, with the wolf head. That's,
Right. Well, did you talk to Sana about what the roads are like?
She says that she thinks they'll be cleared up today. The rain stopped, so they seem to be clearing, and they heard some wolves.
If we are delayed again, it just gets stranger, more suspicious. Yes.
I think us getting delayed a second time would be quite odd.
Right.
It was coming down something fierce, though. Yes.
It's true. It was a.
I was able to
it's a
replace
nasty.
the baked goods. We've still got some hot cross buns that Father Barnabas made yesterday. I made some cream buns, and I think I was able to salvage Alice's into like a layered cream pie, like a cobbler. It's like a cream cobbler.
If anyone can fix it, you can.
Thank you.
But also, it's between us. I'm so glad you're teaching Father Barnabas another skill. I'm just not sure he wants to be a monk anymore, or that other people want him to be a monk. It seems kind of, So having a backup plan is good.
Sometimes we all have crises, and you know what we're doing with our lives and such. I'll get it. It's understandable.
That's true. Well, I am going to
like a duck to water. It was really impressive.
Oh, good. Just like Astrid with sausages.
Yeah, I'm so glad. I think I was looking there and I was like, how can we keep Lady Alice not bored and also replenish our baked goods? So I started teaching her to bake, and then he wandered in. And I was like, well, maybe he wants to learn how to bake too, because he seems a little lost sometimes. And not just in the cups, if you know what I mean.
Right. You don't think it's a problem, do you?
I mean, a bit, but we all have our problems.
Right, but he drinks all the time, and I just don't want it to be a reason that the rest of us maybe are put into danger or something, or I want him to be on guard. If we're taking him into a dangerous woods, I don't want him to be drunk always.
Well, the good news is, all that bread will help even out the drunk level, because it'll put something in his stomach.
That's true. Better than on an empty stomach.
It's much better than on an empty stomach.
Yes. Well, I'm going to finish
beer is
getting
liquid
things...
bread, but it's only so true to a certain extent. We need the yeast from it.
And yes, it's not as intoxicating.
It's not quite the same.
No. You don't know how to make mead, do you?
No, I'm afraid that's out of my wheelhouse, so to speak. I can bake a lot of different things.
Just haven't had mead in a really long time. I am
sourdough. That's like a fermented bread. It tastes a bit sour. It's pretty good.
I don't think I've had that. Well, maybe another time, but for now, I'm going to make sure everything's ready so we can leave as soon as possible.
I'm going to stop packing up Lady Alice's things so we can just glide
Good
around
idea.
after breakfast.
A good idea. We'll just pilot her to the cart.
Yep.
In fact, I am going to go maybe see if the stable hands are awake now, so I could get the cart and bring it back here so we can load it.
Idea. All right. Do you need me to get the card? Do you know how to drive it?
Yeah, I'm pretty decent with driving a horse cart. Yes.
Good,
Not too
good,
bad.
good. Just in case something happens.
Not as good as you,
The card.
but
Thanks. I did, deliver baked goods. Bit to and from places. So.
and I have other stuff. So, Asbjorn's gonna go fetch the cart and see if the stable hands are up. Imagining farmers up early, maybe they're awake.
I'll wake up Astrid after I get Lady Alice's stuff together.
Okay, so you get Lady Alice's stuff together. Asbjorn, you head off towards the stable's direction. Astrid, you're awoken by Ethelfrid.
I think she's starting to stir herself, probably. She's probably not a super... She's not like me, who sleeps for rhythm. she actually might wake up early. Naturally. But yeah, okay. Oh, is it raining? Are we going?
I think the rain stopped last night, that's what Sana said. And I've packed up Lady Alice's things, so I think we should all start to get moving.
Right. And she'll start gathering her stuff.
Yesterday with Asbjorn.
Oh yeah, we had sausages, and I mean, I had some of his, but we had sausages.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And this old lady sucked on a sausage quite a lot too. Yeah. Did he tell you the story she told us? No, wait. We told everyone.
You told everyone.
Yeah. Still confused about it myself, but I suppose we should be wary that there might be wolves or something dangerous. I mean, I think we need to be warned anyway. Everyone said
wolves.
Yeah, probably. It's a wood. So
it's a woods.
All right, well, I'll make sure my axe is sharpened and everything's ready and all my stones are ready and my sling and I'll start getting my stuff ready. I think she probably had a lot of it prepared last night because she was also thinking we're going at dawn in a way. So, but I will continue to do that and get myself sorted.
Okay. And Barnabas, you eventually wake up yourself as well.
That's a slow pan up to his door and you just...
Okay, maybe he doesn't wake up.
No, but then that's you just this steaming drunk and just like... What? I'm up. And he probably looks around like, where am I? Who am I?
Yeah.
He probably... He'll still have a couple of hot cross buns, just cuddled up, with one probably half one still in his mouth, and he'll just sort of shamble out of bed, dust himself off, and go off in search of breakfast and more mead.
Okay, well, there is breakfast and mead down there provided for you, lovely, warm. It looks like the servants replaced it in the morning for, so it's nice and fresh for you. Asbjorn, you head outside to the stables, and the stable boy is up. And he seems to be he's struggling to find hay. It seems like there's not much hay for the horse anymore. You had 2 horses, right?
Yes.
2 horses.
We had 2. No, well, we had 2 horses and 1 cart with a horse.
Oh, that's it. So 3 altogether.
3 horses.
So he it looks like he's sparingly kind of dishing out for your horses the hay for them to eat. It seems that, it just seems like they don't have much in the way of hay stores at this moment. And he's just digging around. Goes, oh, good morning.
Oh, good morning, my child. I'm here to start, taking our animals and the wagon back to get ready to go. We're leaving at dawn.
Yeah. Sure, no problem. I'll get all the saddles and everything ready for you. I brushed them all down last night as well, so I was going to give them another brush this morning, if there's time.
All right. If there's time, we may need to, as we load up, would you mind if you can help me bring them back to the guest quarters?
Yeah, I've got no problem doing that. No problem whatsoever. And he kind of he starts helping you with all the things.
Mm-hmm. I can take the cart if you want to take the 2 horses and lead them up there.
Okay. And so he starts doing that. In the distance, you hear a bit of shouting. I assume some guards. One guard on the thing kind of looks to one side and has a look, and you see other 2 guards, and they seem to be with an arm around this one person, another guard there, who seems to be injured, and there seems to be blood pouring from him.
Where are they in terms of like they just come into the city or the hamlet? Or
Yeah, they've come from outside of this hamlet into the hamlet.
Okay.
And
yes, please continue to describe this free information.
And they start staggering towards the guard at the gate, at the doors to the place you're staying. And he rushes up, and they start talking about something, and then they nod, and then they start heading towards the hall.
Is the hall where we are? Is that our?
You're onto the side, so there's a hall.
Yes.
And you're onto the side,
inside.
and the main entrance is that way, and they're just coming across this way.
All right. I think in that case, I'm going to keep leading stuff up there with the idea of I'm going to tell the others maybe Astrid can help this person, and maybe we can find out what happened at the same time.
So you're going to head back in.
I'm going to head back into this where we were sleeping. Yeah.
The stable boy just will. I'll carry on doing this then.
Yes.
And he starts helping. It continues doing what a stable boy does. You head in.
I'll just be right back. Stay here. We're still going to leave, but then as Bjorn, boom, 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 boom,
boom, boom, boom. You head inside. You're inside.
Is everyone awake?
Yeah.
Okay. Everyone, there's I just saw a guard come in adjacent, come in very badly injured. Something happened to him during the night. It looks like Astrid.
What?
Yes. Maybe you can go and see if you can help medically, but also find out what happened.
Yeah. All right. And
maybe, Father Barnabas. Yes.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
I was going to say, Father Barnabas, you're a people person. Maybe you can go too and, well, tend to him as a father in the faith, and then also see if you can convince him to open up about what happened.
How close to joining God is he?
It's right. To joining God? Oh, yeah. I thought you meant geographically. I don't know. It looks very bad, very bloody. So it might be appropriate for you to be there, just in case.
He just looks at the table, grabs a couple of bits of meat and bread again, shoves them in his pockets. All right then. Where is he?
And as you say that, the doors come open, and a guard comes in, and they seem to be carrying this other person. And he goes, "My lord, my lord!" And the lord starts, "Oh God!" And he starts heading down quickly, and has a look. What the hell happened? Wolves, sir! Wolves! They attacked him on patrol. Oh, bring him in, quick! And they start bringing him upstairs, quickly. And they start taking him across the hall. I'm going to head upstairs.
I can help.
Oh, no. He's like, no, please, we'll handle this. It's fine. We've got our own healers. We can do this. Thank you. Just please stay here. Stay safe. I will.
Well, we're going to pack up then, but I mean, if you need my help, I can help.
Thank you. We'll let you know. And he starts heading upstairs. The guard at the door kind of like, okay. He looks a bit worried, and then he just starts closing the doors again.
As they're dragging him in, can I make like a spot hidden check to see if there's like obvious wolf bites and claw marks, or if it looks like other kind of...
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah. Can I maybe do the same? Because I feel like I would, as soon as I hear wolf, I would probably...
Go ahead.
Gosh, I'm not rolling hot tonight.
All right. I'm okay.
Okay. It goes too quick. You were too busy, Aethelfrid, packing. You were you were focused.
So I see blood, but I don't see enough.
Astrid, you can see this person is wounded, but you don't know the type of wounds. There's definitely blood.
Yeah.
They're not in a good way. But that's all you can see. To ascertain what type of wounds, you need to get a lot closer or roll, better.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just trying to think what Astrid would really do, because, like, whether she'd actually be... I don't want to meta it, but I feel like I wonder if she would be wanting to try and learn from other people, because she's only been her and Cassandra, whether other healer, like, especially if they're about to go and see wolves.
Logical to learn from someone else who is already, healing. Perfectly logical to learn.
Yeah. I think because I hesitated, I think she'll start to think, and then she'll be like, oh, but if we're going to go and meet wolves, shoot. I'm going to see if I can help or learn or something, and I'm going to run up and see if I can follow them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you start to follow after them.
I'll grab my sort of kit thing.
They've basically taken him into a room. And,
right, yeah.
And you head upstairs and you just see them in the room, and the Lord is there, and they've laid him onto a table, and the other guards are around, and the Lord's there. He's looking at him, and then he turns and notices you. Oh, you my lady, you don't want to see this. This is rather.
Oh, I'm used to blood. I just want to learn from your own healers and stuff, or help if I can, because if we're gonna go and meet these wolves, I kind of want to know what I'm dealing with.
Meet? Well, you don't want to meet these wolves. No,
I don't want to meet these wolves, but we're about to go west, so and I'm guessing this is where it came from the forest. And I kind of stop addressing him and start addressing the guard.
The guard kind of turns.
No, the one who's hurt.
Oh, so you can't get to him because so essentially he's on the table.
I'm being barred.
The Lord is in front, and the two guards are behind and have kind of come on each side.
Okay.
So you can't actually get to him yet.
So if I tried to come in and go towards the guard on the table, do I get blocked?
So you come round and try to go round.
So I want to address him and go, what happened? Find out.
And the Lord essentially, you see a person back there. It seems to be the elderly servant there, and he seems to be looking at this person. And the Lord goes, "I must desist. You must leave this to be. Let our healer do what needs to be done. Please go downstairs, enjoy the food, the drink. Please, this is no place for you. Go."
I'm not. I think she'll try at least one more time because she wants to help people. And it looks like this guy doesn't know what he's doing. I don't think she also maybe gets the whole "you're not wanted."
Yeah, you are absolutely not wanted. He's literally standing in front of you.
Right. Okay, so she'll sort of try, and then she'll sort of start to go, "Oh, this seems like this is a deliberate thing," and then she's gonna get kind of confused.
Trying to stop you from looking at this.
So she's getting kind of confused about it because she doesn't it's he's saying one thing, doing another thing, and again, I don't think she understands that kind of gameplay. So then she'll look confused and kind of slowly walk out in that kind of stiff way where you don't really know what you're doing.
And Aethelfrith is gonna come up, as you turn to walk out, and just gonna try to back you up, having at least seen you gone. I might not have seen the wound, but see
pull me back out.
The best hospitality you could really offer, to Lady Alice's personal healer would be to let her at least observe this surgery that's going on, since this is, her personal healer, and if she gets attacked by wolves, she might die if she doesn't know the proper medical procedures and everything, and just,
Okay, fast talk it. Roll me a fast talk it.
Sure. I would love to try to make a roll that is successful tonight. And
can you do any? Oh, that's so close. Can you push? No, it's not a push.
I could
spend luck.
Spend luck.
Spend the 2 luck. I'll spend the 2 luck just because that's so close.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like I could be helping you by being there as well, but I don't know if there's a help thing.
He pauses for a minute and he looks at Astrid, and then he looks behind. Well. Oh, maybe you're right. Maybe two pairs of eyes are better than one. And the servant
pat on the shoulder,
and they turn, and the servant essentially kind of turns up and says, "I'm sorry, my lord. He's dead."
Oh, okay. Do we see him, or are we still being kind of barred?
You can see him. He's on the table. He's dead, and he's I see. Well, thank you. We will inform his family. If you will excuse us, we need to, well, you understand.
Right. Well, Okay, I mean, yeah, sure. Wait, so where was he when this happened?
And he turns to the guard. Oh, he was on one of the outer patrols during west to the wilds.
Right.
We were ordered by the Lord to keep a patrol of that area because we knew you were heading that way. We wanted to see if it was clear.
Right,
It is
right,
not
but was he
clear.
on his own?
Yeah.
Right, so one person
Well, we don't
patrolling
have
where
enough-
packs of wolves might be.
Well, they haven't been there for quite some time, and he was told to run. But if they get the jump on you,
Yeah,
You're
you
kind
can't
of
run
in
from
trouble.
wolves.
yeah. Well, we're kind of short-staffed here. You know, there's only a handful. And the Lord goes, perhaps it is my fault. I wanted to check the way was clear for you to go traveling that way, and
Right. Yeah,
Maybe
no, I
possibly.
mean, that seems nice, but also one person, even if he'd seen a pack of wolves and not got the jump, and he couldn't take care of a whole pack, so I'm not really sure. Maybe be careful about sending people alone towards wolves.
yes,
Doesn't
thank
seem
you for the
smart.
hindsight of that. That is very helpful. Thank you.
Yeah.
Do I do the stupid thing?
Always do a
at
stupid
this
thing.
point, you'll just hear coming up the stairs and boom, 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 like smashing into stuff. There's some stones that fall
Yeah.
down. Because as far as Barnabas is concerned, Ashbjorn came in and went, this dude's been hurt, go and give him last rites. And then just saw him come in and get carried up the stairs. He was just like, ugh. So he'll just like in through the door and then just see the dude. He's like, oh, that's a shame. And just bolt straight towards the corpse. Like just
Okay.
pumping past
They
everybody
get
and
out
kneel
of your
down.
way. You're a man of God, so they get out of your way. Absolutely. They move to one side. Father, it is good that you are here. He unfortunately didn't make it.
Yes, I can see that on account of the fact that he's dead.
Indeed. We will give you some space, please. Everyone
Thank you.
out, please.
I
Give
must-
the man some space. Give him to do the last rites. Everyone out. And he whispers to the guard, and he nods. And basically, they're ushering people out now.
Thank you.
They're being polite about it.
Do
They're
you
being
want
as
us
polite
gone,
as possible.
Barnabas? Oh.
You know, they kind of leave.
I could, yes, and he'll like as frailly as possible with a frailty that, like, is if you know him at all is almost a bit too much. Sort of reaches up a hand to sort of Astrid and, if you wouldn't mind just steadying me a little. I'm very old for this
Right.
now.
And I will
Roll
try and
Father
get past.
Barnabas, roll me a fast talk. Brother
there's
Barnabas.
Oh God, there's no. Okay, all
My
right.
fast talk is like a 5, it's all.
Have faith.
Go
no,
on, you can do it.
sure.
You can do it!
Oh!
Oh, that was
so
actually close!
Spend the luck.
I'm gonna spend the luck.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, okay, so you spend 6 luck to make that a
That's why
success.
I love this game.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay, very well, very well. Everyone else, please.
Of course.
I will have a guard stationed at the door so you're not disturbed. I have a family to tell. Please excuse me. And everyone leaves. And the guard behind shuts the door and you are alone. The servant leaves as well, who was tending, and you are alone with this body.
I mean, he's not a complete dick. So like the first thing Father Barnabas would do is that kind of stereotypical like look at the body, like close the eyes, do that sort of standard respectful thing. Like, you know, if his arm's been kind of left off at the side, he'll sort of place his arms just like gently on his chest and make him neat and tidy on the bed. And I think you'd probably, like, Astrid would probably be here. You know, I'd like to open up a little Bible and hold my cross and just sort of say a little prayer, almost as much to himself as the Jason. And then just sort of a big at the end. And then would turn to Astrid and go, right, well, that's that done. I don't...
And then Astrid, after sort of like watching and not really sure and sort of think, once he does that, it's like, oh, good, my turn. And then she starts just like pulling open his clothes to find what the wounds are. It's like, to like, not like
Roll
disrespectfully, but in a kind of like this isn't helpful. I want to see what killed here, like what the wounds looked like. Did he bleed to death? Could we, like, she's trying to learn from it. Like, it's now just a body that she's learning from, essentially, a little bit.
Roll?
I don't know what I would do.
What would... Lindy, what would you
Natural
roll?
world? Medicine?
Probably a first aid or
yeah, maybe
medicine.
Medicine's more chemical, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's, herbs and stuff.
I mean, so my first aid is 50, my natural world is 65, which is better.
It could be natural world if it is actually a wolf based. So
trying to look at bodies, I guess, but
yeah,
I don't know. I don't mind.
Aid. We'll do first aid.
First aid?
So you can, yeah, because first aid
See
is
if I can figure out what's wrong. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. So that's what you said you were doing.
Ooh, nice. Hard success.
Okay. So you examine the body, you examine them, and there are puncture wounds in this person, and there are slashes in this person too.
Okay.
There doesn't seem to be bites that you could see, really. There doesn't seem to be bites. There are puncture wounds.
Right, but not like jaw bites,
not a
teeth.
jaw-shaped.
And do they look a lot deeper than a wolf? You know,
yeah, they look pretty deep, and essentially you kind of like because you had a hard success. I would say that you also think, well, this person should be like bleeding a lot more if they just died.
Yeah.
So maybe this person has been dead longer.
Because I would feel whether they're warm or cold as well. Like if they've lost body heat, maybe
this thing has lost its body heat.
Right, and they've just died. Yeah,
They've just
sus.
Died. Yep.
But we saw someone come in and be brought up. Is it the same person? Does it look like the same person?
Well, I mean, as far as you're concerned, they were wearing the same clothes as the person, but they did have a guard on each shoulder holding him.
Were they kind of being dragged, or were they seemingly moving around?
It was being dragged. It was like someone seriously wounded, and they were just being dragged. Like they didn't have.
They weren't moving or saying anything. Okay. So, and I reckon with all her trinkets, I reckon she has. Now you can tell me if I'm wrong, but I reckon she has either like the bottom jaw of a wolf or some teeth somewhere that she could have used to check thing as well, because I feel like if she found like skeletons and stuff, she probably would grab bits and pieces.
Okay, roll me luck.
And a wolf jaw might like ward off wolves. I don't know.
I mean, you definitely have teeth and jaws and stuff like that, but whether you have a specific wolf.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I'd say you probably have
just as into how
wolf
to
teeth.
Yeah, so that I could sort of go, okay, well, that's clearly deeper than this and that sort of thing. It's just how I can.
Wolf teeth, yeah.
So I'll sort of look to Barnabas and be like, this doesn't seem like a wolf to me. Like, where's the jaw? Like, where's the bites? And what's this slash here? Like, wolves, they don't really. And also, are the wounds like shed? Like, because a wolf, I suppose they would have got them down, and
no,
but they don't seem like.
There were puncture wounds on the arm and the torso, but there were also slashes as well on the torso.
Right. Yeah, it's just I don't know. This doesn't seem like normal wolves to me.
No.
Does it seem natural at all, Tom? Like, does it seem like it could be a bite, but not from a wolf type thing?
You didn't roll high enough to.
Oh, okay, that's fair. So I'm not sure what it's from, but I don't think it's wolves. I mean they could be mistaken about what it is.
Basically, you just didn't see what would normally class as a bite mark, which is obviously like in
something. Yeah. So, then exactly, it's not uniformed enough to be teeth marks and stuff like this. I don't know. I mean, they could just be mistaken. Maybe he was attacked by something from the forest. If he wasn't able to say it, but
They were very adamant about it being wolves. And
I know, and they didn't really want me to come in here at all, to be honest.
I've met my fair share of liars in my employ and listened to a fair amount in the confessional box, and that lord is full of shit.
Oh, well, I mean, like most people are full of shit until they've had, their morning expulsions. But I guess, yeah, he does seem to be. I mean, like, they're being very generous with all their food and stuff, and they don't want us to go. It seems most people that I don't know. I'm at least with stories and various things. Most people just don't want you to eat all their food, and they want you to leave as quickly as possible.
Well, I found a storeroom last night, and given we've been here for 2 days now, and I've drunk an adult's portion of alcohol, let's call it that. And that storeroom was packed to the rafters with wine and mead, not just from here. There was a very good vintage, actually. Year 302. It was a lovely, good year. They shouldn't have that here. We struggled to get that even in Grafton. And that...
Right.
Yeah, I hadn't even made a dent in that storeroom. There's something not right. I told this to Susanna, but she ignored me because I'm an old fat drunk.
Right. Well, I mean...
Oh, it's all right. I know what I am.
Well, but that seems pretty smart. So, clearly either you were a bit sober at that point, or you knew that no matter how drunk you were.
And he just sort of put her hand in his hands and just go, "My dear, I haven't been sober since I was 21.
Oh.
But I do think we should leave as soon as possible, no matter what they say."
Yeah, I wonder whether they'll try and use this to stop us. I'll be tidying up the gentleman and doing the whole folded arms thing again and stuff like that. But while I do, can I search the body for anything excitingly
goblin there? Go on.
I mean,
do a spot hidden.
Spot hidden or sleight of hand? Yeah, actually.
Yeah, spot hidden.
Oh, they're both the same. Spot hidden.
You're not gonna.
Bollocks.
Okay.
I don't think it's probably worth spending luck for that because I don't know if he'll even have anything. Yeah.
Nope.
Oh well.
Okay.
So he's just
you don't
generic guard.
A lot of the clothes has been torn. While he's
yeah,
wearing
I mean, I wasn't gonna steal like literally his clothes. It was more like if he had something token. Oh, I suppose I would look for a ring, but I don't know if that would even count. But like anything that was obviously unusual or a letter that says, "Oh my God, they're gonna kill me," stuff like that.
No, nothing like that. No trinkets, no rings, no jewelry, no.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Moving on.
Okay. So you guys. So are you gonna leave now? Are you gonna leave the room?
Yeah, I think we would head back down to the others unless Barnabas was going to do anything else.
I think Asbjorn would have gone back to the stables once they're up there, to get these horses, because he's already thinking, let's get out of here. He might have taken Aethelfrith with him.
So as you go to the door to go to the stables, there's a guard there saying, "Oh, sorry, could you just stay for a minute until the Lord comes back? It's,
No, I'm sorry, we have to go and fetch our wagon and our horses. We cannot."
And he goes, and he gets his spear. "Oh, I'm sorry, I've got to insist. Sorry, it's the Lord. I can't. Sorry."
I'm just gonna stare at him blankly.
Something.
And there are other guards. There's another guard there, and they're looking at the thing, looking at you.
My son.
Yeah.
You understand that I am sent by God to do His work in the world.
Yeah, I know.
And your Lord answers to the same God, where his title comes from, right?
I'd have to ask him.
Well, to ask the Lord or to ask God?
To ask the Lord what we get, because he's the Lord. He's in charge of everything. You see.
I see. Because if you wanted to ask God, I could arrange a meeting for you.
Okay. You can do an intimidate. Go for an intimidate.
Good try.
Give it a go.
No, I'm gonna push it. I'm gonna fucking push it. Because why not? We're screwed anyway.
Yeah.
All right.
That's a little fair. Yeah. Nope.
Damn it. That is horrible.
So it takes a minute for him, and then he's like, and then he pauses for a minute and realizes what's happening, and his face just drops. And he looks back, and he looks at the others, and you see the other two guards start to come on over, and he goes, I think you really should step back. And he starts to lower his spear. Please, until the Lord tells you.
Are you going to use violence against a man of the cloth here in the Lord's manor?
If the Lord commands me, yes.
All right. Steps back and goes to the others.
He kind of goes, oh, thank God. So you come out, and the front doors open, and the Lord comes in. He goes, ladies and gentlemen, I'm very, very sorry for everything that has happened. I have just reports that wolves are on the road. So it is for your own safety just to stay in here one more day. That's it, just to stay in here. Enjoy the food, enjoy the booze, enjoy my hospitality until I can get a group together and hunt the wolves down.
Yeah, we've got.
And I'm gonna get out my hand axe and kind of do a little twirl.
Yeah, we're a group that can handle wolves.
No, I must insist. Please stay inside, and we will sort it. Thank you very much.
Are you
and he
holding
turns
Lady
around,
Alice
heads
hostage?
out, and doors close.
Well,
I
with
listen.
That, we're gonna leave it.
I hate that it's
I
coming.
want to listen to see if that door was being locked.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's okay.
So we'll leave it there.
Building before.
Next time.
I'll be the same.
So yeah.
We can fight the entire town. This is fine.
Wait, hang on. I've got a noise for it. Hang on. Hang on. The doors.
The back, please.
The doors close behind us. Okay, there you go.
Freeze frame. To be continued.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll go through everyone, who you are, where we can find them, all that jazz and stuff like that. So, Jay, where can we find you?
Yeah, Jay.
In the deep recesses of the dark web. Oh no, wait, that's Father Barnabas in 2,000 years. Yeah, hi, I'm Jay. You can find me right here. I'll be back here on Thursday doing Red Dead Redemption 2, and then tomorrow and Thursday and Friday you can find me on twitch.tv/JBrittonRP, where I'll be doing Cowboy Dollies. That's pretty much it, really. That is it from me. Apologies for the slightly flaky buffering tonight, chat. My internet has decided that it doesn't want to be super fast tonight. And considering I'm streaming on 5G, it's not been too bad for all the other sessions, but today it's just been in the toilet for some reason.
Fair play.
Wow.
Fair play. I suppose you can have it good every session.
Well, the good news is we will have fiber, gigabit fiber, sometime between now and December 2026. So...
better estimate than I've got.
It's a pretty broad window, that is. It's, got something to look forward to.
Yeah. But that's it. I'm Jay Britton everywhere. Even in real life.
If you don't know who Jay Britton is, it's the channel.
How'd you end up here?
Yeah. Doc.
Yeah, speaking of fiber and broad windows, hi everybody, I'm Doc. I'm Doc Rimbo. I have a Twitch channel, Doc Rimbo, where I stream Cowboy Dollies. Once the great Cowboy Dolly drought is over, we'll be back with more of that. Yesterday I ended up streaming a little game called Hades 2. and that was fun. So maybe I'll do some more of that. Who knows? I'm also here every Tuesday, obviously, and on Thursdays, I'm over on Lost Caravan RPG running a horror game called Delta Green and their hardcover campaign, Impossible Landscapes. And we will be back this Thursday after a little bit of a mid-season break, and it's going to be dire and creepy and weird. And so you can come by and join us there. It's equally horrific as this game. It's just as horrific as this game, if not more.
Wow, that's pretty horrific.
Mm-hmm.
Millie, speaking of Hades too, Millie.
Oh, come on. You could do better than that. But hi.
Could have said, speaking of horrific.
Perfect. Much
Okay.
better. Much
Yeah.
better. Hi. I'm Amelia Tyler. You can find me over on my Twitch channel, where I do nothing, but that is set to change very, very soon. I want to say next week, but I feel like that would be cursing it at this point. So just follow me on there and get a nice surprise at some point. I really like this session today. I think this is clearly Lady Alice's the man she was meant to be with, just so they don't inflict themselves on anyone else. And that's it. Go play Hades too. It's great.
Speaking of great, Lindy.
It's me. Hi, I had shite rolls tonight, but that's fine. Maybe that means I'll pull some whoop-ass rolls next week with my rolling pin. You can find me online pretty much everywhere at Laugh Love Lindy, even if I'm not very active. I've probably reserved the name on whatever platform. See, next I will be streaming, I'll stream Friday on Trooper SJP's channel for some sci-fi traveler shenanigans, lots of drama and dramatics. We split the party very severely. We're just 2 different time slots in the same episode because we're that split up. It's bad. But good. I don't know. My channel, you can find us on alternating Mondays and Tuesdays. Monday campaign is Critical Role's Call of the Netherdeep, where we're in the Netherdeep now, and it's bad news bears. It's a pressurized hell, and we are not ready for it. And on Tuesdays, I run Ghosts of Saltmarsh. We're going to start the second module in the adventure starting next week, and also starting next week, a Good Society campaign called Reading Between the Lines, and it's going to be very, very fun. We've got some awesome people in there, and I'm very excited for it. Thank you.
Awesome. Speaking of awesome, Kate.
Hi everyone. So you can find me on the various socials sometimes under Kate Madison RP. I do also have a Twitter that's Actors at Work that I still use sometimes. And but yes, or Kate Madison here on Twitch, because the name is too popular, I guess, and I can't get it all the time. But anyway, yeah, find me in various places, or just come back every Tuesday, because you'll see me here and doing this crazy stuff. And but I see you out there somewhere. Speaking of out there somewhere, who's next? Tom?
Just me. Just out there
I
somewhere.
miss you, Susie.
Just me.
We miss you.
Of course, Susie wasn't here.
Look
She's
charmed.
too busy eating Greg's to join us. But she will be back not next week, but the week after, I believe. I think she's having 2 weeks. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 2 weeks.
Yeah, I think I'm tag teaming with her as she comes back. I'm gonna
her
bounce.
outro in her accent.
Yeah.
No,
Susie
not
has
gonna
requested you
happen.
use her outro
No,
in her
not
accent.
gonna happen.
I can do a terrible
can't.
Sean Bean impersonation, which is kind of Susie's accent.
Same thing.
Wow, that's so good. I don't want it. See, I can't really. I don't want it. Yeah, kind of. No, it's not really. It's no.
One more time, just for the audio, so we can clip it.
No, I'm not doing it. No.
I like
What's
that
the
so
thing?
far today. Susie is from somewhere close to the north, Ireland,
Yeah.
Australia,
Australia.
somewhere else. It's been, I don't know who Susie
Yeah.
is anymore.
Look,
Well, I'm Susanna Grace.
World
I'm not an actor, okay? I'm not an actor. That's my excuse. I don't do this for a living.
Everybody knows.
Me, Susanna Grace.
And I'm not an actor, so.
All right, it's me,
Hello, I'm
fucking,
Susanna Grace with one N or I kill you.
fucking Susie G. Let's fucking go.
Oh God.
I'm Susanna Grace.
Right. I'm Hotflakes Tom. I'm the GM here. Everyone calls me Tom. You can find me on Twitter with all that jazz and Twitch and all that lovely jazz. I'll be here next week, same place, same time, doing this. I think Thursday I might be streaming on Follow Black Cats for D&D Dragon Heist. I'll have to see how that's going. Maybe, possibly, don't know. Otherwise, I've got my Twitch channel, which I'm just playing games that I'm just randomly gonna playing at the moment. Alan Wake 2 is the one I'm currently going through at the moment. Good game, really good game. But yeah, that's it. Go if you missed live, go Jay's YouTube channel, VODs. They're all on there. If you didn't see it here, go to YouTube and watch all the VODs there. There are episodes. What episode? This is episode 6, right?
Yeah. 5 or 6? Yeah, I'd have to actually check the playlist.
6.
Let me check the playlist. Let's check the playlist.
And give the cast a follow in their Twitch channels too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love how you said everyone calls me Tom like it's a fucking nickname or something.
Yeah, it is.
My name's
Everyone
Tom,
calls me
but I go by Tom.
It's not his real name.
They
It's funny because his
call
name's
me
Tim.
Hot or Flakes.
Oh.
Sometimes they do.
Thomas.
Could have called me Thomas. Actually, my name is
It
Thomas.
sounds
Tom.
like you're in
Thomas.
trouble though.
My big tank
Thomas.
engine.
Hot Flakes
Yeah, I was named
Thomas,
after
get
Tank
your
Engine.
ass in the house now.
Yeah.
Thomas H. Flakes.
Could also call me Laugh Love, but they call me Lindy. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. That's very true. Yeah. Anyway. Look, I'm trying to do an outro here, people. I'm trying
Sorry,
to,
shut up.
you know, bloody hell, professionalism.
Oops.
What's that?
Right, I'm done, Jay. That's
All
it.
right. Yeah. See it on the VODs.
End the stream.
We're gonna go and raid a lovely streamer called
End the
Classic
stream.
Katie because she's
Boy, I'm
currently
ending the
playing
stream.
Hades 2. So that's it. We're raiding out, chat. Thank you for joining the Pendragon peoples. Catch up with it on the YouTubes, and we'll see you all next week. Bye-bye. There's a button somewhere. I don't know where it is. Keep waving, everybody. Keep waving. Okay. Oh, no, that's the wrong one. It's close, though. See you later, fuck sticks. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for another ridiculous Pendragon episode. I'll be back tomorrow on the Red Dead Roleplay channel. Might be checking out a new server. Don't know. Otherwise, I'll be back on Thursday for Red Dead Redemption Standard Solo. Bye, chat. Go have a drink. Goodbye.